it just freezes, and it's not good.
Speaking of fuzzy things, hello, Internet.
Hello.
I thought you were going to say me.
Hello, Sam. We are... Oh, fuck. Can somebody post the Twitch in the Discord on... Oh, none of you can do announcements. If someone just want to post the Twitch in the Discord on general discussion and tag everyone and say we're going live, because I forgot that I closed Discord. Thank you, friends.
Somebody with a mouse do it. That's bad.
Or somebody with Twitch already open, because you'd have to wait for me to load all that shit.
Anybody?
Yes.
I do Twitch on my phone, so I don't...
Wait, I just realized I can just open up Discord as a browser window.
I just realized I'm getting a lot of flack for having low dexterity on Mordecai.
That's okay.
As a monk. It should be like your
I can't
highest
help it.
stat.
That's fine. I played a druid with 4 wisdom in Garrett's one shot.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
There was a time. There was a time
I think I
that
sent the
literally
right link.
couldn't have happened.
Yeah, like class restrictions because of 3.5. Yay.
Well, it wasn't even class. There weren't class restrictions, but it was spellcasting restrictions, where it was you couldn't cast if you're.
Okay, you posted a video, not the Twitch.
That's what I figured. I thought I grabbed the right link, but I didn't.
It was if you want to cast a spell, you need to have the relevant spellcasting modifier or relevant spellcasting ability equal to 10 plus the spell level.
Ah.
So if you wanted to cast a first level spell, you needed to have an 11 in that spellcasting modifier. If you wanted to cast a ninth level spell, you needed to have a 19.
I gotcha. So hello, Internet.
Is that strict?
Oh, it says we're hosting a counter roleplay. That's not what we're doing.
There's also in 3.5 when you like could get like a 25 in a stat pretty easily.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was also the whole thing of arcane interference.
Oh, why did you remind me? It was percentages. It was a percentage.
Yeah, because fuck you, apparently. You had to know your percentages.
Yeah, and it was that was how they were like, wizards can't wear armor. Why? Because you'll have to do stupid math every time you cast a spell.
Hello, Twitch.
25%.
Oh, hi,
Hello.
We've been live for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
Welcome back to our 6th episode of Beneath the Tide. I kind of want to record this just in case the stream keeps crapping out. But I don't want to like hog all my RAM and kill my computer because it's an old piece of shit. I'll just merge all the clips together and go from there.
Caught fire because his computer exploded.
So yeah, welcome back to Beneath the Tide, episode 6. 6 sessions in already for this campaign. That's crazy, almost 2 months. So, fun stuff to talk about. Saturday, we did our charity stream for Extra Life, and we raised $600.65 for the kids.
Woo.
You can still donate to that if you choose to, but again, the giveaways won't be happening anymore because our charity stream isn't live. Just throwing that out there. We did some cool giveaways. We gave away copies of the Uncaged anthology, the first volume in that, so people got that. And I'm still working through the giveaways on my end of giving out copies of my Willy Wonka D&D adventure. Fizzle Blim Sugarland. Yes, hello chat. We are live. Hopefully my internet doesn't crap out too much because it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah, it's been bad. Yes.
Sam is proud of me. That's
I lost my train of thought.
I love that song. Words.
$600 for charity. Yes. You may have joined us recently at 7 o'clock tonight when we streamed our latest session of House from Bent Hill, where we had a player die once again, but I resurrected them because I'm not evil.
No, you are. You just want us to think you're not.
And the VODs for the charity stream will be going out in the next couple days, so if you missed charity stream stuff, you can watch those coming up shortly. I DM'd one, Kate DM'd one, Garrett DM'd one, and my buddy Steve from Classless Characters DM'd the Tomb of Horrors, which went hilariously awful and off track, and it was amazing. So yes, last week on Beneath the Tide.
Last week on Dragon Ball Z.
Dun dun dun. The players summoned, well not the players, Noose.
Yeah, don't put this on all of us.
Summoned a Glabrizu. When you guys got to the tavern inside the Tarrasque, Glabrizu was summoned. The book was sucked through a portal as that happened. Chaos ensued, and the session was basically y'all running away from Eclipse while the Scarlet Banner approached Ash and the group and told him that the Montsoza family, who Ash had worked for...
Is it Montsoza or Montsoza?
Montsoza. I think I'm saying it wrong.
Okay.
I believe it's Montsoza.
Montsoza.
Yes. And that the family that he worked for were all being set up to be executed in the next 3 days. And
Which I'm going to throw, I guess, say that's our next destination.
And they happen to be 3 days away.
And the Scarlet Banner teleported away from a strange arcane portal that one of them made, making their travel there much quicker than the crew of the Illithid, which is these 4 today, because Kat is not here today, family emergency.
That fiend brain is getting to Illithid.
Yes. So,
She's navigating us there.
So
she's in the cabin navigating.
Yeah.
Noose ran off and basically messed around with the people who the Glibrizu killed, harvested some parts from them. The turtle head, which came with a bowler hat and a monocle. And,
God damn it, I wanted that.
And we're going to pick up with Noose and Mordecai hanging out in the bushes with the massacred group of people that the Glibrizu killed. As Noose is
At the end of the last episode, Noose and Eclipse had drug Mordecai into the room, I believe.
Ah, yes.
Everybody was in the room.
Almost everybody.
Well, yeah, except for Ash and Illusi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I totally forgot. So yeah, that's all happening then.
Okay.
Hey, Mordecai.
Yeah. How can I help you?
So this portal, you had some stuff that I thought looked right up your alley.
And it's covered in guts and stuff, but he just flings the bowler hat at him.
He gracefully catches it with his monkey low dex and puts that thing on immediately. Like, there's no hesitation. He doesn't look it over. It's just straight on his head as if it was meant for him.
Little bits of liver on it or something.
And still a little bit. It just like falls off. He's like, oh, how did that get there? And eats it.
Ugh.
see, that's yep, we're buds.
Congratulations.
You're not too bad. You may have summoned a demon and almost killed all of us, but you're not a bad guy.
Equipped, you all right?
Yeah, my stomach's a little not right after seeing that. It's fine. I'm fine. Thank
I've never
you for
seen
asking.
a shark man eat a turtle's liver before.
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh, first time for everything, I guess.
I guess. Where's Ash? Did he wander off somewhere again?
Him and Iliasine were checking on the ship. To
Doing
see
my
how
job.
it had come along. That's
Yeah, it's almost
what
if
I
it's a
wanna
first
do.
meet or something.
Yeah, I think we should we stay up until I get back, or do you guys want to go to bed? It's pretty late.
Well, I'm okay, I guess.
I'm coming down from my alcohol, so it's either sleep or more alcohol, so...
There's plenty
Yeah.
downstairs for you.
Speaking of which, I gotta go check my painting. And with that, he just, like, turns and dashes out of the room.
Okay.
Quality.
So while this is all
Priority.
happening, Ash and Iliasine make their way to the main sort of thoroughfare of Old Newport. People are still in the market stalls. The ship is there. If I remember correctly, Ash and Elysian canceled the sort of repairs and the ram. The repairs, but they canceled the production of the ram for now.
But I paid him. I gave him a ruby.
Yes.
So that he would build it, so that next time he came in, they could just mount it.
So technically, you two are standing on the deck of the ship, or on the docks near the ship. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say to Elysian, thank you very much for offering. If you want to start getting the ship ready, I can go get the other 3, and we can start getting ready to go.
Here's my voice for that. Yes, I think I will do that. And she gets onto the ship.
Sounds very much like your Koana voice.
Yeah, it does. I can't do female voices well at all.
It's almost as if you're a deep-voiced man.
Yeah, I am. All right, yeah, so she gets onto the boat and starts... Oh, man, best character. She gets onto the boat and starts... Now I gotta replay Witcher 3. She gets onto the boat...
That's all it took.
And starts getting things ready.
All right, I'll start heading back towards the inn, hurrying very quickly towards the inn.
All right. You pass... As you're walking through the dock, you pass this very interesting-looking shop. A swinging sign that says Friends on it.
Oh, that's right. That was mentioned. We were talking about going there for some reason.
Yes.
What did we need there? What kind of shop is that?
Magic items, supplies, health potions. It's like an apothecary mixed with very useful things.
Okay. That's on the way, like, that's between the docks and, like, the inn, right?
Yes.
All right. I'll go grab everyone we can, like, pass by it on our way back.
All right, cool.
I have very little money, but I do have room.
So you spend about... I say because you're running, you spend about 30 minutes running back through the jungle to the inn.
Okay. And there's no one in the inn but corpses and my crew, so...
Yeah, there's some well, all the people that were in the tavern ran out, so the tavern's actually spotless of blood and anything.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody was killed in the bushes because they were hiding in the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, I'm gonna check behind the counter to see if I can find the gold we spent tonight.
You
get ourselves a nice little refund.
do not find it.
Almost
like the owner of the shop took his gold with him, and Noose took it when he killed him. Or not, Noose didn't kill him, the Glabrizu killed him.
Yeah. I think the term is accessory to murder.
Probably.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, technically this whole murder thing is Noose's whole fault. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nothing behind the counter. Noose, however... Oh, I'm so happy you did this, my friend. Noose.
My friend.
Oh, not yet. I have to wait till you're by your lonesome.
Well, Noose was just about to open up the drawer and get inside to go to bed.
Cool. As you climb into the drawer, and you shift around, you feel something like pressing into your back. Like you hear a, and then something like presses into your back from inside the cupboard.
What is that? What is that?
And as you look down, you see a book bound in human flesh with a screaming face on it.
You came back to me.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
I
do?
knew we were best buds. He's gonna touch it and see if it's the same one.
It's the same book, 100%. And you hear what sounds like the scratching of a quill coming from inside of it.
What is it?
You just really like this mechanic with Garrett, don't you?
I got yeah. I miss Baxter so much.
What? It's dark in the... Oh, I guess he has dark vision.
Yeah, you can see it.
He's gonna crack the book open.
All right. As you crack the book open, you see that the first page seems to have text on it. None of the other pages do. However, the first page says, "We have been bound. Thank you for giving us life."
You're welcome.
Muse, what you doing in there?
I'm praying.
Can you pray quieter?
Yeah,
And I'll just shut the door on the dresser drawer completely.
Cool. So as that page gets filled in, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's an 11.
Cool. You feel your goblin hair sort of stand up on end, and you get a shiver through your spine. Well, that's all you notice. That's all you notice. But the book feels very warm and comforting to you.
Oh, I'm so glad you came back. We can do a lot of cool stuff together. You'll see.
Anyway, he puts it in the pack. If nothing else shows up for a while, he's gonna look at the. And if nothing speaks back to him, he's just gonna close it and put it in his pack.
Nothing speaks back.
Okay. And Noose will very quickly
Try to sleep with
All
a
right.
smile on his face.
Alright, you fall asleep pretty easily considering the events that have been happening the last few days. You pass out almost instantly. Snoring can be heard from inside the drawer of the cupboard.
I'm just gonna stay awake in case Ash comes back.
Ash comes back through the front door of the tavern.
Bang, 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 bang. Wake up, everybody! Where are you? Get down here. Let's go. We're leaving. Let's go.
Do I hear him banging on the door?
For sure.
I mean,
Okay, cool.
technically,
I'm
I'm down
gonna-
there too, so I would
Right,
assume.
right there. I'm like, all right, get your painting, grab your stuff, loot the bar. Let's go.
I'm gonna pull open
You had
Noose's
me at the
drawer.
bar.
And I'm just gonna wake him up really quick. Noose, come on. We've got to go. Ash is here.
First thing you see is a dagger.
Jeez.
Noose is best described as green child with a knife.
So, Noose, did you happen to conceal the book, or is it very noticeable?
No, he said that he put it in his
pack or in his
Okay.
something.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if he would sleep with his pack, but he probably doesn't like keeping his stuff in front of everybody.
All right, sure. So yeah, the book is currently concealed,
Yeah, he's a goblin.
so
He knows.
nobody knows it's back yet.
Yep.
Great.
Fantastic. So yeah, Noose is in the drawer, like, yeah.
Clean the blood.
Noose, it's alright. It's just me.
Ugh.
Ash is here. We're going to get on the boat, and we're going to sail away.
You guys know your theme almost tried to eat my brain, didn't you?
I think so. No. Come on, we just got to go. It's too late for this.
Oh,
Honestly.
wait. Well, it's too late.
I'm gonna pick him up under one arm, grab my sack, and then walk out.
You can't pick Goblin up. He's going to attack you.
I'm gonna sit him down immediately. I just wanted to get him out of the drawer.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Sorry.
I tried to gently pick you up and then set you on the ground and grab my stuff.
Noose casts power word kill on you.
Finger up death.
All
All
right,
right,
you
fine.
okay?
Fine. I'm so tired.
I know. Do you want to ride on my shoulders?
No, I
He gets a little cranky.
All right. I'm gonna grab my stuff and walk out of the room behind Noose and then just close the door.
For sure.
Heading downstairs. All right, I think that's the last of us. So, what are we doing now? This late at night?
All right.
I don't think The Last of Us came out yet. Sorry.
I was thought about making a joke. I was like, "Where's the PS4 to go with it?"
I come out holding
All
a
right,
video
anyway.
box.
Is my painting okay, by the way? Does it look like it was not?
It's
Right now.
it's smudged a little bit from your when you face planted in it, but it looks perfectly fine.
Okay. Do I feel like it's worth anything?
You feel like it might be worth. You feel like it might be worth something to the right buyer.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and before he leaves, he just very quickly cuts the canvas out of the wood
Sure.
frame
Sure.
and then rolls it up because it's probably had time to dry at this point.
Yeah.
Not if it's an oil painting.
It's a painting.
He doesn't have money for oil paintings.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
Is it acrylic? Is it water-based?
It's probably water-based, which that
Acrylics
subtracts
have-
really quickly.
Acrylics have not been invented yet.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is it
Acrylics
watercolor?
aren't really rough yet.
Mordecai, did you do a painting?
Oh, yeah, I don't normally do these in public, come to think of it. He's just like very quickly trying to shove it in his pack, like, you don't see that.
No, wait, let me see it. Let me see it.
I
don't know what you're
He
talking
spent
about.
like 2 hours painting it earlier today.
Well, I was drunk
Right.
and sleeping on top of a terrace.
I mean, I believe you're in the painting. You were here for part of it.
Was I?
Would Noose
I mean,
have seen-
technically, I'm in the painting too, so I may have got
Okay.
even go the paint.
Yeah? What's that news?
Would Noose have seen any bit of the painting before he rolled it up?
Give me a perception check.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll roll sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's my sleight of hand.
21.
11.
Yeah, you probably saw the whole painting.
Mordecai,
What?
I'm hurt.
Look, you never really know how you look until somebody paints you. It's-
You're the cleric.
Yeah,
Heal yourself.
I wasn't even into painting.
Anyway,
No, when you were doing the painting, Noose was up in the room the whole time.
oh, that's true.
Yeah, so Noose isn't in the painting.
Look, you weren't even downstairs. I was gonna add you in later.
I thought we were buds.
We are, especially now that you gave me this hat. You're gonna get a painting all to yourself. I will give you a painting just of you.
That's why.
I'm gonna like pat the top of Noose's head. It's all right, Noose. It's gonna be okay.
Could we maybe have this conversation on the ship?
These are sensitive, emotional conversations.
Right. Yes, I don't care. Let's get on the ship and have them. They can happen on boats. Conversations, they can happen anywhere that you can talk. And you can talk on a boat. Let's go.
Why would you do this, Ash? You need to explain. This is ridiculous. You don't even get to sleep tonight. We're probably gonna be exhausted.
You can sleep on the boat. We have hammocks on the boat.
Sail the boat with only one person?
What?
We need more people to sail the boat, right? People need to stay up.
We can take shifts. I'll stay up. I'll steer the boat. Whatever. Let's get on it.
I mean, I normally work the night shift anyway, so it's fine.
I'm just
Okay, seems like the kind of guy
nudging
who would work.
everyone out.
Nobody's awake to reprimand him for drinking. Of course he works the night shifts.
And
So
we all leave the tavern.
Alright, so you guys spend about 45
I moved
minutes.
the bar first, though.
Yeah, so looting the bar. Roll me a investigation.
I will
Damn it.
do a help
I was
action.
hoping it's
for whoever-
perception.
Oh, with advantage because Noose is helping you loot the bar.
Cool. Since I have 2 d20s, I can roll both of them now.
Yeah.
No,
Girlfriend.
even though Muse has the highest intelligence except for Ilsine.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, you guys. It's so great.
Yeah, it's
D&D
like a-
Beyond. Liam O'Brien for president of D&D Beyond.
Or Squeak for president, excuse me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no, someone said I look like a young Liam O'Brien, so I'm going to vote Liam O'Brien.
All right, Mike.
17.
You get 1 bottle of gin,
Okay.
2 bottles of the Montsoza finest wine, which is worth 200 gold pieces a bottle.
What?
Okay.
The bottle of gin is only worth about 10 silver. And
a jug
you-
of that wine.
And you find
I'll get the, I'll get the gem.
and you find a barrel of rum unopened.
How big of a barrel?
Like a standard sized oak barrel.
Like,
I can carry that.
Like a wine, like a 4-foot tall wine barrel, or like a gallon barrel.
4-foot barrel. Like a big barrel of rum. Like it hasn't been tapped yet, so it's
That's worth so much money.
It's worth a lot of
I had
money.
15
Leave
strength.
it
I can
cat.
lift that, right?
We'll just leave it shut.
You
Let it
could
sit.
lift it.
Okay, so yeah, he just like deadlifts that and hands off the Montsoza wine to whoever wants to grab it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna need both hands empty for this.
Cool.
I'll hold the gin.
Okay.
No, the gin's pocketed.
Oh, then.
He's like, no, that's mine. That's my personal
Alright.
brew.
Alright, it's all yours.
Also, chat. Sorry if the stream dips out a little bit. My internet is not nice to me tonight. But yes. So you have the 2 bottles of the Montsoza finest wine, 200 gold pieces per bottle. You have a bottle of gin worth 10 silver pieces, and then you have the keg of untapped rum, or not the keg, the barrel of untapped rum, which is worth quite a lot of gold to the right person.
Suggesting it doesn't disappear overnight.
That would kill you probably.
There's also a shop on the way out to town. It's called Friends. It's a magic shop, magic and potions shop. If we need to get anything.
I thought you were in a
A
rush.
few potions might be handy to keep with us.
I'm in a rush, but yeah, but things like potions and magic items might be helpful as
Mm-hmm.
well. Might be worth taking 10 minutes to stop for.
Probably. I agree.
I was about to say I take my remaining gold and just hand it over, but apparently I have none.
No, you used it all to buy that bottle of really awful kelp alcohol.
Really enjoyed nonetheless.
Which you find another full bottle of also.
Fantastic.
The kelp rum, yes.
Okay, I guess that'll be handed over to Kate.
Cool.
He's like, if you really want to carry something, just carry this.
Cool.
The rum that makes people gain exhaustion levels when they drink it.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey, Eclipse.
Gnarly stuff.
Yidnus?
I'll trade you these 2 bottles of Montsoza for the kelp rum.
You want this?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll trade you. We're
There
just
you go.
carrying it.
Well, it's mine now.
And while you guys are divvying up the alcohol and Mordecai's carrying this barrel of rum through the jungle, it gives you guys take about 45 minutes instead of the usual hour to make that journey. You're walking at an almost brisk pace, and you enter the dock district of Old Newport, and you see the magic shop. It's called Friends. It's nestled almost in the jungle a little bit. It's about a 2-story building. There's a swinging sign that says Friends. It's made out of wood, and the word Friends is in like very cursive, like lettering made out of silver. And it's a pretty nice looking magic shop. It's got like big stained glass windows, a large black oak door with a viewport through the door, and yeah, it looks like a nice quaint. It doesn't look like it matches the rest of the market stalls, like the shabby market stalls and the fish traders and whatnot.
I'll go in first.
As you enter the
Oops, sorry. Do I feel like they would buy the rum from here?
you don't know, maybe.
Depends on how much the owner likes alcohol.
That's
But
true.
as you enter the shop, you hear a ringing of a bell, and you enter the shop, and it's just lined with trinkets and goods on shelves. There's a cauldron nearby with a bubbling liquid inside. What catches your eye is there's this very large dark oak countertop that seems to stretch around the entirety of the shop. So whoever owns the shop can move around and interact with people no matter where they are in the shop. The counter is lined with various goods too. There's glass cases everywhere that also contain goods inside the glass cases built into the counter. Behind the counter, what catches your eye is a very, very large framed painting. It's about 12 feet long and 12 feet tall. And there are, let me just try to remember. There are 6 figures. 6? 5 figures? 6 figures. There's figures.
There are figures.
Standing in front of another shop. In the painting, you see cobbled stone streets. This shop has a swinging sign. It's not swinging because it's a painting. And standing in front of the shop, you see these figures. What? Muse? What's up?
I was about to say, with the magic in D&D, it very well
True.
could be swinging.
Harry Potter pictures. The figures in the painting, you notice there's like an elderly, almost elderly looking man. He looks like he might be in his 60s, sort of thinning hair, robes of different colors, that sort of thing. Book under his arm.
I already know who it is.
Beside him, you see this handsome, short little fellow with a curled mustache, stubble around his chin, some light hair poking out the top of his head, but not much. It's got streaks of gray through it, and he has 2 normally functioning eyes. And
what a peculiar thing to mention.
He's wearing a set of furs that look less. They look just like a set of furs, a blue cloak, and he has an axe slung on his shoulder. The other figure is a sort of nearly hairless rat-looking humanoid that appears to be going blind in both of his eyes. He's got a hood up. You see a half-elf woman standing there, braided hair, an emblem on her shoulder of a sickle with black smoke wreathed around it. And the final figure you see is this lizard folk with horns protruding up. He's wearing a black cloak. He's got a bow strung over his shoulder. And he's standing there, and all of them are have their arms around each other. And for those of you who watched our first campaign, there is one figure missing, and that is a little mushroom man. He is missing from the painting. And as you enter the shop, that's what catches your eye, is that painting. And as you sort of look around, you hear shuffling from deeper within the shop, and you see the same elderly man from the painting come up to you and goes, "Well, hello."
Who are the people in the painting?
They're just my friends.
They look gullible. I don't like them.
Oh, I'm sure they've heard that before.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
We're looking to buy some of your wares.
Yes.
We're
No, be quiet right now. No, I'm not going to do that to this little guy. Shh, be quiet. Yes. How may I help you?
I got one of those too. We're part of the Illithid, the Illithid.
Oh, is that that's the purple ship that's parked out there, correct? Well, the black ship, black, purple.
It's got a little purple sheen to it.
Yeah,
Depends on how the light hits it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It'll probably cause an internet war here soon.
Do you have any items that might be useful to us?
I have lost. Look around. And he gestures, and there's just shelves lined with trinkets and stuff. There's potions lined up on shelves behind him. What's your name, little man?
My name is Muse. What's your name?
My name is Baxter von Ornstein. Baxter von Huxley. Baxter Ornstein von Huxley IV. There we go.
He's old enough. He doesn't remember anymore.
This guy.
Yeah, sorry.
God.
Sorry, when you hit 150 years old like me, things get a little hazy.
Oh, I don't think goblins can live that old.
Well,
good on you, buddy.
If you're as interested in I am as in the arcane, then I'm sure you can find a way to extend your life as well, little man.
That'd be neat.
No, I'm not going to turn him into a toad.
I'm gonna start just casually wandering around, seeing what's there.
Okay. And you kind of notice he's talking to himself. He's like, "No, I'm not gonna. No, stop." And he pulls out. He takes that book out. He conjures it. Sorry, he conjures a book out from his outfit and scribbles in it and puts it back. Yes. What's Mordecai doing?
He's gonna go ahead and take the rum to the ship because he's pretty sure it's getting heavy.
All right. So you sort of just walk out the door, yeah, okay. Okay.
They with
Yeah. Okay.
big ass.
People are staring at you as you make your way to the ship. Okay. That shark
We're
has
alcoholics. Don't look at us.
that shark has a bowler hat. What are the three of you doing in the shop? Like looking for?
Ash would like to go up to the counter and set the 3 rubies down on the counter and just go, how much gold will you give me for these rubies?
He sort of leans in on the counter. Yes, I know he's interesting. God. I can give you 300 gold for all 3.
Did you have something to say there?
How many rubies do you have? I thought you had a lot more than that.
I have 4. I only pried 3 off the box.
Yes, I can.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay.
He pried 3, yeah. He's like, yeah, I can give you...
Well, I pried 4 and then I gave 1 to the shipwright, so now I have 3.
Yeah, I can give you 300 gold for those.
All right. I'll just leave those right there, and then I'm going to take a look around the shop. If I find things worth less than 300 gold that I like, I'll just, that way you don't have to pay me and I pay you right back.
Oh, okay. And he waves his hand and the rubies disappear.
All right.
You can trust me. It's fine. I've been through a lot. I've seen people die.
Who hasn't?
Jeez, just laid it all out there for us then.
I haven't.
He sort of like leans over to
Yes,
you.
you have.
He leans over to you and goes, you've seen death. You've experienced
To me?
it. Yeah. He's like, you've experienced it. That's interesting.
I mean, yeah, I've experienced it, but I haven't seen. Well, I guess technically.
Yeah, you watched our entire crew get murdered.
That's true. You're right.
One of my friends...
People.
It was a doctor.
I remember watching my friend die about 100 years ago. That was fun.
Which one was it? I'm gonna point to the picture on the wall.
He points to the dwarf man.
Well, you would have seen the dwarf man die. You would have seen the elf lady die at
Yeah.
one point.
No, that was a dream.
No,
That
no.
only-
They killed you to stop the curse.
Yeah, he helped murder her, actually.
Oh fuck.
'Cause, yeah.
That was from Pandemonium. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, it was after
Yeah.
we came back, murdered you, and then resurrected you without the curse.
But yes. Too much campaign 1 stuff for people who weren't here for campaign 1.
Sorry, spoilers.
Spoilers.
So
Stop now, go back, watch our entire first campaign.
well, if you want to know who this guy is, if you want to know who
14
this guy is, if you want to know who this shop owner is, watch the last 3 episodes.
That's true.
So yeah, so you're looking around the shop, Ash. Eclipse, Noose. What are you doing, Noose?
Yeah, Noose is gonna look around as well.
Okay. If you're looking for anything specific, just let me know.
Well,
I'm
did Noose, sorry,
Go ahead.
when Noose fell asleep, would he have had time to get any slots back? Or, I imagine not, because it was only probably he was probably only sleeping for 2 hours tops.
Yeah, not enough time, unfortunately.
Alright. Otherwise, he probably
Okay.
checked. But, yeah, he's just going to do a regular check. If he's looking for anything he can wear, not any type of weapon or anything, but something that he can... Actually, he'll look for a magnifying glass.
All right. In the south corner of the shop, where all these trinkets are piled up on a shelf, you see a magnifying glass that's made of silver, and it's inlaid with blue glass.
So, pick it up.
You pick it up.
Alright. Someone else can do stuff.
I am looking for healing potions and any magical or just weapons in general, but specifically light finesse weapons.
You see, like I said, you see a shelf behind him that's filled with potions.
Mm-hmm.
As for weapons, you don't see any, but you assume they might be held somewhere where they're not just out in the open for people just to grab.
Are there shelves in the center, or is it just glass cases with a clear view over from the middle of the room to the countertop?
There's no clear view from this. In the center are just piles of goods stacked on top of each other almost. and there's shelves lining the place, and then there's like shelving units and cupboards kind of like scattered throughout the shop, just full of stuff.
Okay.
And then there is a glass case countertop that stretches from one end of the shop to the other, like in a circle.
Okay.
That Baxter sort of like walks around to deal with people.
Okay, then I would like to pick up a random item and then just pocket it.
Interesting. Give me sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Oh shit.
We're talking about a level 20 character here.
Oh shit. That's. I mean, I'm just gonna like pick it up for now. Ooh, that's 2 13s plus sleight of hand. That's 18.
Cool. You feel an electric shock jar you in the back. No damage, but something shocks you. And you hear a alert, alert, someone stealing from shop. And you watch as the counter like swings open. And you watch this little mechanical dwarf walk out who has an eye patch, a bandana, furs, and a mustache. And he's like, alert, alert, stealing, 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 stealing.
No, I was just looking, I swear.
And it holds out it holds out its hand for the thing you just took.
I'm gonna slowly put it in its hand and then just like take a step away.
Thank you, thank you. Have a nice day. And it turns around and goes back behind the shop. Behind the counter, I mean.
Eclipse, what did you do?
I just picked something up from a pile in the middle of the room.
And you see the old man sort of like round around the counter again towards you, and he's like, no, I'm not gonna send her to the abyss. Why would I do that? No, I'm not gonna send her to a different plane of existence. You're funny.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I'm talking to somebody.
Who?
Oh, just someone. It's okay.
All right.
And he sort of like scratches something in the book and puts the book back.
Where do you keep your magic-y stuff?
Oh, I keep it behind the counter, near the potions in that.
Oh,
Willie?
what am I doing walking around here? Yeah, I'll go back up to the counter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go follow Ash.
He's like, all right, so what can I do for you then?
All right, I'm looking for... Well, what sorts of magic-y things can I get for 300 gold? Is really
300 gold, that's very good. Well, he holds up a gold coin.
That is 1 gold piece.
But the gold piece is the size of like a snowball.
Interesting.
This is a very magical coin. Should one of your allies die in battle, you just flip the coin, and it will cast Revivify, and then the coin just vanishes from existence.
How much is that?
300 gold pieces.
Oh.
It does have the Revivify spell sort of put into it, so...
Does it work more than once?
No, it works once and then it vanishes.
But
I see.
that's worth... Muse will try and corral him over. Guys,
Yes. What do you want?
would Noose know how much the components would normally cost for that spell?
Give me an Arcana check. Because you don't know it yet. That I
Right,
know of.
But well, I mean, would this be under Arcana or Religion, since it would be a cleric spell?
Do Religion, actually.
God, yes. Okay, I rolled an 18
You definitely know.
plus 2.
You know.
Guys, come here.
Hmm.
So, normally it costs 300, like a diamond that's worth 300 gold pieces to do the spell in the first place. So that's a deal.
All right, I was going to buy it anyway, so yeah. All right, I'll take it.
Fantastic, and he hands you the coin.
I'll take that and pocket it and be like, all right, see the two of you on the ship. And I'll head out.
Alright.
All right.
Make sure the ship is getting ready.
He's like, well, what can I do for you, Eclipse, and you, Noose? Yes, I know your names. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not gonna send them to the abyss. God.
You know, I actually did that yesterday.
Oh, interesting. Can you
I mean, depending on how late it is, I guess. It was earlier this night.
He sort of smiles and goes, "That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to exchange notes with you sometime."
I lost. Oh, yeah.
Yes. What do you have as far as potions?
He points to the potion rack behind him. There's healing
yes.
potions. There's anything you can think of. I probably have.
How much are your healing potions?
100 gold apiece.
About 2 for 150.
Persuasion check. Can you stop talking to me? I'm not going to send her to the abyss. The goblin, I'm not going to send anywhere either. I like the goblin. The goblin's cool.
That's not good. That's a 13.
I can give you 1 for 100.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay, and he hands you potion of healing.
Okay, is it just a regular, straight potion of healing?
Yep.
Cool. And what else? What do you have as far as magical weapons?
Well, you see, I only sell magical weapons to people who I know and trust. And I don't really know any of you that well. But we could strike up a friendship, I believe.
Half side quest potential.
Yes, I guess. I guess I could start off by formally introducing myself.
Your name's Eclipse. Eclipse
Yes, but-
of the moon, if I'm not mistaken. And your friends are Mordecai Griswald, Noose, and yeah.
I haven't told anyone my full name.
He's smart. My friend's very smart. He knows people. It's how I sell so well. I know people's desires. That said, yeah. I only sell magical weapons to friends and people that have memberships.
How much for a membership?
Thank you for asking, little one. It's 1,000 gold for a year's membership. And that gets you a 50% discount on all items.
Okay.
And you get put into giveaways that I do. Now, you don't have to be at the store to pick it up. I can send it to wherever you are in the prime material.
Except back.
Oh my god, he has all those spells that I love it. Okay.
And I also sell spell scrolls. So, yeah.
Your spell scrolls?
Yeah, they're spell scrolls. No, stop. I'm not going to turn their ship into a turtle.
Please don't turn our ship into a turtle. We just got it painted.
I'm not going to. You ever had a voice in your head that you just can't, you know?
Yeah.
I like this goblin, I really do.
Strangely, yes.
Oh.
Would I have had enough time to get to the ship and get back?
Yeah. The shop's only like 40 or so feet away from the dock.
I'll tell you about it later, Noose.
Oh.
So around this time, I would have pushed my way into the building.
It's Mordecai Griswald.
Don't ask. Just figure out what you want to get. We're leaving soon anyway.
Judging by how distraught my feline friend looks, I'm sure you've got some sort of magical bullshittery going on with you.
Yes. No, I'm not going to turn the shark into an actual shark. Such a dumb idea.
Actually,
I think it's a pretty good idea, actually. Pretty good prank.
He pulls the book out and writes in it again, puts it back under his arm. So,
you could turn me into a T-Rex. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be kind of cool.
Do you have any other magical artifacts or items?
I was wondering if you had anything that would store spells.
Store spells? Well, I have spell books. And...
I mean, like items that you could cast the spell into and then you could use it later.
Hold on a second. He digs through like this cupboard he has, like a drawer he has under his counter. Pulls up this amulet. He's like, yeah, here's an amulet. It's currently empty. You can store 1 spell in it, but it's going to take you like 8 or so hours to concentrate on storing it in the amulet.
Wow, that's a lot of time. That's like
Yeah.
a whole day.
Yeah, it is a whole day, but it's worth it. You know
How
what?
much?
You know what? I like the cut of your jib, little one.
Oh,
It's normally 300 gold, but I can give it to you for half that, 150.
150. Oh man. And this is a an amulet that you can store
1 spell in.
of any level or of
No.
a certain level.
Of only levels up to a level you know. So
That's kind of what I meant. Like,
Yeah.
however high it goes, you can
So-
store whatever spell you want in.
yeah, 1 single spell that takes 8 hours to put the spell into it.
Okay. Oh wait. Yeah, we'll square up later. You can get these guys the things first.
Okay. And he sort of looks at Mordecai. Would you like anything to top off your bowler hat with?
That'd probably be great if I wasn't flat broke. Unlike my friends who seem to have money, I am completely out. I have a drinking problem.
I can help you out with a little something.
And I say problem, but really it's drinking opportunities. I mean, hey, speaking of which, would you be interested in buying a painting?
I love art. Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
I like what you got. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and unfold the painting. I say, and I call it A Night Before a Slaughter. In fact, it's probably even got some of that weird psychic mojo still etched into it from the mass murder. Anyway.
May I examine it?
He's like, he looks over at the other ones, like, could you all just do me a favor and like turn around? Like, just all the way around. He's looking at the rest of the people, the rest of the crew, the other 2 people that's in the building.
Okay. So he puts on a pair of tortoise shell glasses that sit on the ridge of his nose.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yes, I'd like to examine the painting, see how much it's worth.
It's made out of turtle shell. Who did he murder for this?
No, it's like tortoise shell glasses. It's a type of glasses. They sit on the ridge of your nose. They have like the tiny little lenses. Yeah.
Got it.
He looks at the painting.
So I'm just going to go ahead and pass that over.
All right, he looks at it and goes, I like the delicate touches of the paint and the brush strokes. I could give you 200 gold for it. I know someone
That's
who
200 more than I had.
I know somebody who'd really like it.
I'll tell you what, 150 and a healing potion, and you got yourself a deal.
He thinks for a moment. All right. You see, I like to conjure very weird things into the pocket of one of my friends, and this will work perfectly. Conjuring an entire painting in his pocket. And he gives you
sounds great.
He gives you 150 gold and a potion of healing, and then he snaps his fingers, and the potion the painting disappears.
The potion disappears. Oh shit!
And somewhere on another continent, a dwarf is doing his daily routine as a massive painting just appears in one of his just standard pockets.
Yeah, it's a pretty large painting, probably about yay big.
Fantastic.
4x4.
Yeah.
Owen's seen servant. Come and hang this up. In one of my many rooms in my mansion.
Gundar's mansion. Anyways, yeah, so he gives you 150 gold and a potion of healing for your painting. And he's like, well, I'd love to help the rest of you, but you see, I manage another shop as well, and well...
If you could spare 5 more minutes, I have this lovely bottle of Montsoza's finest wine, and it's valued at 200 gold.
There's also the goblin that you said you were going to get to in a second.
Yes, well, I do have a person who works here for me. They will help the rest of you out, and then I will, unfortunately, probably see you all Not soon enough. Again, think of the membership. Be my friends, and I'll get you magic weapons. And he snaps his fingers and he vanishes, teleporting to his other shop on another continent.
All right.
And you watch as... Oh, man. You watch as this little human boy walks up from behind the counter, and he has a top hat on, a waistcoat, a tuxedo almost outfit. Very fashion, like Victorian-esque, like tuxedo outfit. Wearing a red bow tie, and he stands on a stool and overlooks the counter. Hello, everyone.
Ah, shit, is this,
Hello. Can I trade you this bottle of wine for 2 healing potions?
Ha!
Are
Okay.
you even old enough to take that bottle of wine?
Shut up.
He's like, oh, wait, hold on. Am I still wearing my joke outfit?
I wouldn't know.
I think
Are
it's
you
kind of
supposed to
funny.
look like a child?
Oh, no! And he snaps his fingers, and standing before you is a gnome with big steampunky goggles and a pink curly mustache. And he's like, ah, that's better. Hello.
Oh, no.
Baxter, why did you hire this guy?
I don't know.
Listen,
Baxter,
someone
Baxter
else in the
screamed the
world,
shit
like-
out of him during pandemonium.
Sorry. I was
I
in
feel like somebody I tried to murder in the past is actually working for one of the prisons.
I was in pandemonium for a while. My brain is all scrambled. Sure. And he hands you 2 potions of healing, and it's like, give me wine. I like wine.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And anybody else? Oh, and he looks at Noose and goes, oh, yeah. Baxter told me you wanted that amulet.
And
He said he could loan it to you for a while as long as you come back in like a couple months and pay him back for it.
I have the gold.
Oh. Okay.
How much for this magnifying glass?
1 gold piece.
Okay. So, this will kind of gesture him over to the edge of the countertop.
Okay.
Hey, did someone talk to you too?
And Noose is kind of touching where his book would be in his pack.
No. But I talked to my servants, my little mechanical servants, and he points to like the robot dwarf that's like sweeping the floor.
No, that's fine. What's the total?
151 gold.
That's a deal.
Okay.
You guys didn't know Noose was stacked.
Why is the cleric more like a rogue than the rogue?
Ask the rogue.
Ask the rogue.
That's
I mean,
And,
isn't he a domain of trickery anyway? So
Yeah, he is.
Mm.
And yeah, this little gnome with the curly pink mustache and the steampunk goggles just sort of goes, anybody else want anything?
No, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
And
I
he,
just realized that our rogue is morally shifty. Noose is religiously shifty.
Yeah.
and you watch as like the gnome pulls his goggles down and he starts working on an experiment on top of the counter.
I'm gonna slowly back out of the shop.
Okay. Ha!
Yeah,
I'm making
I
a
don't wanna be-
I'm making a big gun.
Yeah, it's a big old note for me. He turns around and leaves.
Do you actually happen to have any like smaller versions?
He lifts up
Or
the
is it-
goggles and goes, "Oh yeah, hold on!" And he jumps down, runs into the back of the shop, and pulls out a flintlock and grabs and comes back with a flintlock pistol. And he puts it on the counter. Got a flintlock pistol,
How much would that be?
like 15 gold. You need ammunition, and well, not many people are trained in the use of firearms around here, so you'd have to know how to use one. You don't want to shoot one. You don't want to shoot that guy's bowler hat off.
Yeah, please don't. Very good people died to get this hat.
I'm sure I could figure it out with enough time. But I'll take that and 40 rounds of ammunition.
All right. That'll be 45 gold pieces.
Can do.
And you can just add a pistol from D&D Beyond and just rename it like a flintlock pistol.
Cool.
Yeah. So now you have a firearm. Like actual pirates.
Does that amulet, does that exist on D and Beyond, or is that a homebrew?
It's a homebrew. I'll add it to your sheet at the end of the session.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
Well, I guess I gotta add the healing potion. That's just a standard one, right?
Yeah, just a standard healing potion. Is anybody else getting anything from the shop? Ash is already gone, right?
Yep. Yeah, he's on the ship, getting ready to sail.
All right, so you're setting up the sails. It takes you about another hour to get everything going because everybody's still hanging out in the shop.
Mordecai will come by and help
All right.
because he's also rigging around.
All right, so Mordecai, Ash, and Ilyasine are currently setting up the ship, and you notice that the sun is beginning to set.
Rise, you mean?
About to rise, that's right. So you can probably
The other
estimate
sun's setting.
you probably have like 2.5 days.
3-day sail, right?
I'll be nice to you have 3 days.
Okay. As I would have been literally dragging those two out of the shop.
Yep.
All right, so you guys done shopping?
Yep.
Before Noose leaves, this merchant, he's doing way too well.
Oh no. You're gonna sabotage your old PC.
Don't do it, Garrett.
So Noose saw what happened to Eclipse. So he's gonna try to look around and see anything,
No.
like any weaknesses or trapdoors or little things where you could hide stuff.
Give me a perception check.
I am just throwing rocks tonight. Okay, 18 plus 6.
You see a loose floorboard in one corner.
Where is that corner?
It is sort of to the left of the door.
The front door? Or
Yeah.
the door that they come out and oh.
Yeah, the front door. There's a loose floorboard that just seems to have not been fixed.
Well, Noose knows that they're coming back for the ram. So he might.
Actually, with that perception check, give me an Arcana check as well, please.
Okay. 13
I'll say that's...
plus 2, 15?
You also sense that the shop might sort of be a demi-plane.
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
So Baxter eventually made a shop that is just set inside a demi-plane that he controls, his own plane, his own dimension, technically. So do with that as you will if you want to mess around in here.
So Noose is gonna leave, and he's gonna go help everybody with the ship. But in his mind, he's cooking something up.
All right. So you make your way back to the ship. You leave friends, and as you leave, you hear a voice say, in Baxter's voice, "Thank you for visiting friends on Old Newport. If you ever find yourself on the continent of Esselvire, please check out the Opulent Opal in the town of Solspitza." That's all it says.
Sure thing,
Come on,
buddy.
Noose. We gotta go.
All right, let's go. Let's do it. I'm so tired.
And
We
you're
can sleep
all
on the boat.
on the ship, and I imagine you start setting sail because Ash is like, "We gotta go."
Yeah.
As soon as they're like, as soon as one of them touches down, I grab the gangplank, pull it on. I'm like, all right, start backing it up.
All right.
Already on board. The ship has just been free floating.
All right, so you back the ship up and you start sailing away from Old Newport. And if you look at the map, Dawnbreak Cove is all the way down there.
It's so far.
So who's steering the ship for the start?
I'll
Iliasil.
Mordecai for it.
Ilyasine is
Iliasine.
sleeping. Because
I can if I need to.
If you don't want to, I will.
Well, whoever's got vehicle proficiencies, right?
I think Ash and Mordecai do.
Because normally I was going to work the crow's nest, but I have that as a backup. I have vehicle spotter as well as Navigator tools.
Then, in that case, I will steer.
Okay.
All right, so
So I can actually do my job.
if you look at the map on roll 20, Sam,
Mhm.
you see that
You know.
you can sail directly going southeast, or you can sail sort of between Red Dove Island, which is a massive island that is also in between another unnamed island, or you can sail south and sort of go past Ilo Muertos.
Where on the on Dawnbreak Cove is the main port?
East or west coast,
It's the northwestern coast line.
like there.
Oh, okay. So pretty much.
Yeah,
if
like
this-
right here.
So it does not actually matter which direction I go with it. All right, then I'll just do the. I think there's less chance of getting caught in this weird strait over here. So I'm going to do straight south and then hook in past Isla Muertos.
So kind of like this.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry for those audience members who can't see the map that I made. But yeah, you start sailing. Sail away on your pirate ship that does not have cannons, but it has ballistas that shoot harpoons.
Has harpoons. We got something.
That'll go great during ship-on-ship combat.
I am ship-on-ship combat.
True.
All you need is control water.
Did you guys buy cannons? Because the Trident
think
would have been able to put cannons on this thing. Cool. All right.
No.
So you guys start sailing. Let's say about a couple hours passes. As you're sailing, what would Noose be doing during this time?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Cool. Noose, you get to get the benefit of a short rest for now.
He's aiming for a long rest.
Then you don't get any benefits yet.
Okay. Yeah.
What's Mordecai doing during the sailing? Are you up in the crow's nest?
Up in the crow's nest.
Cool. Give me a perception check.
Alright.
With advantage because of your height on the crow's nest.
Okay, so that is 19 plus 4, that's 23.
Don't see anything. You see a nice calm sea, blue sky, clouds, some birds, seagulls flying around, other ocean life. Not ocean. You see a pod of dolphins maybe. And yeah, some just standard seabirds flying around.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did you say a pod of dolphins?
A pod of dolphins is like swimming alongside the ship.
Right. How many dolphins?
6 or 7.
That's too many dolphins. Never mind.
Are you gonna try and eat a dolphin?
Death by
I don't know
dolphin.
what you're talking
Death by dolphin would have been great. Um,
Hey, that many dolphins will jack you up. I am
Yeah,
not taking
dolphins
it.
are fucked. Eclipse. What is Eclipse doing during the sailing?
I'm a nap.
All right, you're napping too.
Let's
Ash,
take a quick cat nap.
Yeah.
as you're
I was
sort
about to say catnap.
as you're sort of sailing the ship, say a camera pans over to Ash. What's he looking like right now? Facial
What the hell is
expressions.
that?
Oh, it's a camera. Attack it.
What the hell is that thing? Did you see this? Am I hallucinating?
This is my bloody ship.
Is Ash steering the ship with anger, contempt? Big ol' smile on his face.
No smiling whatsoever. Just determination and intense focus on what he is doing.
Fantastic.
Staring
They say that when Reef Somerset Island at the time fills you with determination.
All right. So you keep sailing. I'll say another 4 hours passes. Nothing really exciting happens, but now I'm rolling off of my random encounter at the sea table. Oh no!
Delightful.
Oh no!
Oh, that's what we want to hear.
No, I don't know. I just said oh no to see what you guys would say. Oh, that's what I wanted actually. This was pretty cool.
We're gonna fight a gold dragon, guys.
Yeah, you are. You hear a
Something is going wrong. We're fighting a gold
Live
dragon.
goldfish.
you hear a ah, and Mordecai, you turn back to the sound, and you watch as this gargantuan-sized, just massive bird with like a 20-foot wingspan on either side, blue feathers, red head with beak, just soars over top of the ship, not paying any of you attention.
Not paying any of us attention.
No, it just flies over the ship and keeps going.
Do I have animal handling?
You can get. Are you trying to figure out what it is?
No, I had a different idea.
Like what?
A way to suddenly speed up a boat. Like
Morgan
maybe
is off
lassoing it.
Or get you all killed,
I don't have
because
that.
that's a fun creature to mess with.
Is that bird really far away or really big?
It's... Oh, I was wrong. It looks like its wingspan is about 200 feet.
It's a bird shaped 747.
I had to read through the monster page on D&D Beyond. But yeah, about
The
200
bird
foot.
is blotting out the sun.
It's about a 200-foot wingspan and just soars overhead and and it crests past one of these islands in the distance and just keeps going out of sight.
Taruk! It's Taruk!
I don't know what that means.
It's from Avatar, Taruk.
Never seen it. So yeah, that flies away.
Much.
Could have made a Wind Waker reference too.
Or is that like... Anyway, I think that thing... Oh, that's true. Yeah, it flies away. Doesn't pay the ship
Flies
any
away.
attention. Because that would have been a rock encounter, and that would have been fun, guys.
We would have died.
I've never fought a rock.
New campaign.
It would have trashed that ship and killed everyone on board.
Dwayne's
Oh.
actually a pretty cool guy.
But it flies away, and you keep sailing for another couple hours. What's Noose doing? Still sleeping?
Until he gets a full rest, yeah, he's.
You get the benefit of a long rest.
Yeah, at some point I'm about to do that too. I'm at 13 HP still.
Eclipse, you get the benefit of a long rest as well.
Ah, sweet!
And Elysium will
not
also
that I-
get Elysium will also get the benefit of a long
Not
rest.
that I need it. Alright,
We're
cool.
just like if we're
I'm
not
gonna
doing
wake up.
anything, like
What's up, Mordecai?
I was gonna say if we're not doing anything vigorous, will we be getting the benefit of a short rest?
I'd say you and Ash both get the benefit of a short rest.
Yeah, just a chance to get a breather and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any hit die to roll, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I'm gonna wake up after my long rest.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna call up to Mordecai. Hey, you should come down and get some sleep. I can take over for you.
I think that's my job.
Yeah, because I think Mordecai's still sitting at... Because you need to do a long rest to get rid of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You
Yep.
get rid of what, 2 levels per long rest?
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and definitely, because I think Noose is the other Crow's Nest watcher.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. Noose, you can go.
it's gonna
on
be
up.
like, yeah, no, that's the goblin's job. We already had this small little debate about it off stream, conveniently.
All right.
All right.
So you, Mordecai, you head below deck and get into one of the hammocks.
I was just trying to help.
Absolutely.
And if y'all forgot, oh yeah, there is a captain's quarters, so that's probably actually where Elysium is probably sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he doesn't sleep in the quarters. He sleeps in the powder keggery.
All right. Actually, there wouldn't be a powder
so
keggery on this ship because it's not just a whaling ship, and they use harpoons. So you could be sleeping in like the armory where all the harpoons are kept.
Okay. Yeah. It's
And there's
unfortunate
like fishing nets. There's big fishing nets in there too.
He takes one of the fishing nets and just like slings it up like a hammock and like just crawls into it.
All right, cool.
And that's where he's sleeping.
All right.
He wakes up and he's just like,
Oh no, fishing nets! My greatest weakness. What have I done?
Ash, are you still steering the ship?
Ash is gonna keep steering the ship.
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Barbarian, come on, do it.
Our barbarian dies.
Of exhaustion,
Dies of
'cause he's
exhaustion
sailing.
after staying up for one night.
Yep.
Only one night and I'm already dead. What is this?
21.
You do not suffer any exhaustion.
Power through.
You're just like, ugh.
Adrenaline.
Noose.
Pure adrenaline.
Noose,
Yeah.
what are you doing, buddy? You're awake now.
so one of the first things he's gonna do is he's gonna pull out his rope.
Oh, his rope. Yep.
And he lays it out in front of him.
Yep.
And he's gonna take the crushed ruby dust.
Yep.
He's gonna sprinkle over it. And in Gnomish, he's gonna say, "Boundless we, the eternal game, bestow unto me continual flame."
Give me an Arcana check. How you doing this, actually?
He's just casting the spell Continual Flame on it.
Oh, you're casting Continual Flame on the rope?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like trying to imbue the rope with something. Yeah, sure. You cast it then. Never mind. Says rope has continual flame on it.
A flame equivalent in brightness to a torch springs forth from an object that touched. The effect looks like a regular flame, but it creates no heat and does not use oxygen. Continual flame can be covered or hidden, but not smothered or quenched.
So it's just like illusionary fire?
That creates light.
Actual light.
Yeah, so it can't actually harm anything. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it never goes out.
Right, so it could be used underwater.
That's amazing. Cool. So you do that. Below the deck.
I'll
Are
concentrate.
you doing anything else?
He says, rope of communion. And then he'll get to his position up in the crow's nest.
All right, you climb up there, and you hear a voice, and it says, "The ties that bind us all will be severed soon."
Severed? As I go to bed.
No answer.
Noose touches the spot where it's at in his pack.
Warmth, if it makes you feel comforted.
Oh, that's good. It's still there. Noose hasn't heard his buddy in a while, and he's getting nervous about it. But for now, he's gonna do his job and look out.
Okay, perception check, please.
Well, it had to happen at some point. 1.
1. You see an iceberg drifting about 100 yards away,
Whoa, nice.
and the ship's coming up on it.
Guys,
And something appears frozen inside the iceberg. A massive, like, blue-skinned figure just frozen inside the iceberg.
guys, there's something down there in an iceberg. There's something frozen in an iceberg down there.
And yeah, it's about 100 feet away, 100 yards away, and the ship's coming up on it.
Ash,
What?
there's an iceberg.
Which
And there's
direction?
something right over there. There's something inside of it,
All right, steering around it.
like a person.
Yeah, you steer around it, and as you pass the iceberg, you see a giant, like, blue-skinned, bluish-whitish-skinned figure with a long beard frozen inside. And it looks like it might be, like, 25 feet tall inside the iceberg.
I wonder if that's a certain giant we murdered in another life.
Different campaign setting.
Yep.
Oh.
Interesting. That may become an issue in the future.
What is it?
Can I maybe infer what it is?
History check.
All right. Ooh, that's not bad.
I mean, you've probably read
16.
You've probably read stories. It's a frost giant.
Looks like a giant of the frost variety. Not too pleasant.
It's ginormous.
Yes, it's a giant.
Well, I mean, it's big. God.
Don't worry, I understood what you were trying to say.
Asher, you're continuing to steer the ship.
I do not give a single shit about that. Yeah, I'm just
It's like,
continuing
fuck
on.
you. All right, you keep sailing. Another 4 hours or so passes.
I'm gonna try to figure out how to use this pistol that I just got.
All right, I'll let
Just
you.
like messing around.
It feels, yeah. Do you load it? Just try to see if you can shoot something?
Yep.
Cool. Give me a straight, so you're not proficient with the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a dexterity saving throw with a disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. 8.
An 8.
The other one was a 19.
Roll me a d4.
Okay. That's cocked. 1.
Cool. Roll me a ranged weapon attack.
Okay. The only... Oh, it's cocked. It was almost nat 20. Ooh, okay. So, 12.
12. Ash, as you're steering the ship, you see Eclipse flailing around with this like flintlock pistol, and it fires off, and you duck just in time as like the shot soars over your head.
Can you point that literally any other direction, please?
Sorry, it just kind of went off.
And I'd
Would
say,
I have woken up from the gunshot?
give me a perception check.
That's a great idea. And
Oh, that's just a 6.
You're still sleeping. You roll over and grumble a little bit, like. Ugh. But you sort of discern, Eclipse, that you might have to train for maybe like a couple days or even a week to fully grasp how to use a flintlock pistol properly.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna keep practicing.
Sounds good. I'll have you keep doing those rolls every once in a while.
Cool.
So another 4 hours pass, and the sun dips below the horizon, and night falls. And Mordecai, you benefit from a long rest.
Nice. Yeah, I already got all my stuff restored.
Are these only 16-hour
I'm pretty sure my
days?
poisoning's worn off now.
Well, the sun sets doesn't mean it's nighttime yet. I'm stupid. The sun set doesn't mean it's nighttime yet. Doesn't mean the day's over yet.
Okay. Cool.
You estimate it's probably like 7 p.m.
Cool.
Speaking of, have we leveled up?
Not yet.
Okay, just
Still 3rd level.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ash, are you still sailing, my friend?
Still sailing.
Constitution saving throw.
All right. Now that Mordecai has slept, I might, if I fail this, I might let him take over. But that's an 8.
You gain a level of exhaustion.
All right. Realizing I'm getting tired and I'm gonna need to be able to be awake when we arrive. I'm gonna call over. Mordecai.
Yeah, you hold.
I think I've been awake
Yeah, you look like shit. Don't even worry about
2
it.
days, so I should probably go get some sleep at some point.
Excellent. So yeah, you go below deck and sleep in one of the hammocks. Mordecai,
Ash lays down for the first time in like 72 hours or something.
Yeah, you are one tired asshole.
You're not wrong.
I know. And Mordecai, you take your position at the helm of the ship and begin steering.
Yeah.
And with that, ran my counter table. Let's just go through it.
Woo.
As you're like going through, Noose and Mordecai, you both see, because Eclipse is too busy like practicing with her flintlock pistol, like doing like the twirls to spin it. You guys see see this fishing platform of just like docks in the middle of the ocean, and there appears to be like a very scraggly looking, dirty old man on the platform, like pulling up nets of fish.
Okay.
And you see him, he's about 30 yards off the the right side of the ship. On a fishing platform in the middle of the ocean. Just hauling up nets of fish and like looking at them and throwing small ones back.
Has anybody explained to Mordecai why we're in a rush?
Nope.
So Mordecai's unaware that we're in a rush.
I mean, I've seen like I'm in a rush, but
You know Ash is in a rush to get somewhere, but that's about it.
Yeah, but Ash always seems to be slightly like an asshole, so he's just assuming that the rushing thing is just him being an asshole.
Okay.
He's not gonna stop, but I mean, it's not like the boat's going 95 miles an hour. He can probably just like look over and go, over there.
The old man, like the hermit, looks up at you and goes, "Ugh!" And make a dexterity saving throw.
Good those. That works for me. That's a 19
Cool.
total.
Cool. He throws a rotten fish at you, and it misses you by a mile and just smacks into the captain's window of the ship and just streaks down it.
Thanks, but we normally prefer them a bit fresher.
And he throws another fish.
That's another fish.
That's an 18 to hit you.
That hits.
A rotten fish slaps you in the face.
He just kind of like glances at it. Does it seem edible?
It does not.
He's like, oh.
Noose is gonna grab something from his pack
Okay.
and toss it from the crow's nest at him.
What are you throwing?
He's gonna dig into the thing of gut and just grab the first thing and then toss it.
Just make me a improvised weapon check.
Just a d20?
Yeah, d20.
Yeah, Mordecai's gonna look over at Eclipse and say, hey, if you really want to target practice, how about that guy?
So Noose is just like, ah! And then
Are you
it was a
sure?
3.
Alright, so you throw this, like, small intestine out of your pack, and it gets caught on the edge of the crow's nest and just tumbles down and lands on top of Mordecai's head.
Whoa.
Actually, no, that wouldn't be anywhere near Mordecai. It lands on Eclipse's head. Just like...
It's like, how is this book shaped?
I'm going to reload and then aim and try to hit the dude who just threw. Wait, was that? Sorry, I blinked out. Was that from Noose or from the dude across on the iceberg?
The intestine?
Oh, that was from.
Noose went to throw the intestine at the old man, and it hit the side of the crow's nest and fell and landed on top of your head. But the old man is throwing rotten fish at the ship.
But would it
Seeing that.
Yeah. Can I tell it came from the crow's nest?
Probably not.
All right.
Yeah, Mordecai just wanted to give her more reason. If you want me to roll performance, I will. But he's just like, now you're throwing intestines? How dare you? No, seriously, absolutely, shoot him.
Give me a persuasion check, Mordecai.
Oh no, I'm still going to shoot him.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a persuasion check anyway.
All right. See how
Okay.
persuasive you are.
Can I do a performance check to see how believable I am?
Do performance, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, that is. That's gonna be shit. How much is that? That is a 16 total.
Alright, Eclipse, if you want to shoot this guy, do you really want to shoot this guy?
Yeah.
Alright, just do a ranged weapon attack with disadvantage with the pistol.
Compensate for recoil.
Oh.
This is like an unarmored human male with just a scraggly, so his AC is like
Okay.
low.
14.
That hits him. Roll damage on that for the pistol if you can see it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I already have it on.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
How far away is
Without modifier, because you're not proficient in it. So just straight damage
9.
dice. You shoot him, and you watch his head explode like a watermelon, and his body just falls backwards into the ocean.
I was gonna say how far away he was.
From you, he's probably like 40 feet.
Yeah, because, I mean, this guy, he's kind of the lower class type of citizen.
I know.
So, if at all possible, Noose would have used Invoke Duplicity and cast Heal on him, but, I mean, if his head exploded, that's kind of...
He had like 4 hit points.
Yeah.
So yeah, shoots him, his head explodes like a watermelon, his body just tumbles backwards into the ocean and just floats there.
Yeah, the pirate code doesn't really prevent me from murdering random people.
I'm gonna take the intestines off of my head and just throw them at the body. Like,
cool.
That's what you get.
Ash, give me a perception check to see if you wake up from the gunshot.
Want to roll low.
17.
You wake up a little bit, your eyes open, and you're like, you hear a gunshot, and you hear a splash of water, but that's about it.
I listen for another second to see if I hear a second gunshot, like
Nope.
6 seconds later.
Nope.
Nothing, I'll go back to sleep.
Cool.
So there's nothing back. It's fine.
So, Noose, what are you doing? You just saw that happen. Gotta get blown away.
Eclipse! He wasn't hurting anybody.
He was throwing fish and intestines at our ship.
Because of this. Oh, sorry, continue.
Yeah, but, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's just, you just throw it off. And
It's disgusting.
I honestly thought she was gonna miss.
so am I. Are you gonna...
I did too, let's be honest. It's night, it's dark. I've only been practicing a few hours.
Well, I've had people call me disgusting too. Are you gonna shoot my head off?
No, because you're a part of our crew.
Yes. I kind of like you.
Kind of.
I mean, he was by himself. I don't think he was going to last much longer. I did him a service, Noose.
Who fishes out in the middle of the ocean anyway?
I don't think of it like that. Exactly. You don't know who it could have been. It could have been anyone. He could have been a prophet.
Well, it looks like somebody's not going to receive their prophecy. The chosen one's just going to have to go somewhere else.
So
unless one of us is the chosen one, then damn it.
Eclipse, as you shot that unarmed innocent man in the face, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Armed.
bugger. I'm gonna use this one that rolled a nat 20 last time. Okay. 10.
You hear a voice in your head,
And
it says, "One step closer to my release."
I'm gonna slowly put the pistol away.
Cool. And
You finally whacked with guilt.
and you
We're
keep
pirates.
you keep sailing for about another 4 hours, and it is now about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Noose would probably be getting super tired by now, right?
Well, you had a long rest already. You've only been up in the crow's nest for like a little bit.
Like 12 hours?
12 hours in the crow's nest, yeah.
Since he got in there about a little after sunrise, I think.
That's true,
Oh.
yeah.
I'll let you.
Yeah. He'll do his job.
Okay. So you keep sailing.
Stop doing somebody else's job.
At this point in your sailing, you guys would slowly be curving around, sort of sailing just past Stormrock Island, and you see like the blizzardy thunderstorms in the distance. And Stormrock is now like, I'd say, half a day's trip to the west, and you can see like blizzards encompassing the island, as well as like constant like thunderstorms and rainstorms in the distance.
Seeing that and knowing what it's being caused by, Mordecai just kind of clenches the wheel a bit tighter and keeps going.
Okay.
Unless we need to stop for supplies, but it's only been, what, day and a half?
Day and a half.
Yeah. I guess I'll assume the crow's nest while Noose is sleeping. If Noose went to sleep?
I think Muse stayed up there.
Yeah, he's still
Okay.
gonna stay at his job until someone their turn.
Another random encounter. Oh, yes, another random encounter to see. Oh, this is so bad. This could go so bad. Specifically for...
It's a Kraken.
Noose, please give me a perception check.
Oh wait.
Oh, am I awake yet? Was that 2 4-hour chunks?
It was. You're awake
Yeah.
now if you'd like to be benefit of a long rest. Noose, yeah, perception check, please.
Do I have had a long rest?
Yeah.
Got a 16.
16. Fantastic. About 20 yards in front of the ship, you see a maelstrom slowly forming in the water.
Willpower.
Wheelpow?
Whirlpool.
Oh, whirlpool, right. Wait, which way?
Right there.
He's going to assume which way there is, and he's going to be like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to that. And he's just going to try to steer around it. Do I need to make any people checks?
Give me a roll with your...
There'd be a dex check for vehicles, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're proficient,
Yeah, plus your proficiency.
Plus your proficiency because you're proficient with ship vehicles.
That is 17 total.
Cool. You sort of sail, but you're kind of going through somewhat at the edge of the maelstrom, so the ship's now on like a very steep angle as going through the maelstrom. Noose, since you're in the crow's nest, give me a dexterity saving throw. And Eclipse, since you're on the deck.
Yeah.
Anyone who's on the deck right now, like the open deck, needs to give me dexterity saving throws.
Do I need to do that?
You're clutching on the wheel probably really tight, so I'd say no.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
You sort of stumble a little bit and grab onto the one railing, and you're holding on for dear life on the railing. Eclipse. Noose, what'd you get?
7.
7. Noose, you sort of stumble to the right, tumble out of the crow's nest, and you start falling 30 feet.
Is Ash nearby?
Ash.
I'm just waking up below deck.
Nope, so he's not.
I was gonna say, like, if I'm just waking up, like, is the starting to rock from the wind?
I want to try to catch Noose.
Because of the angle of the ship, and I really hope this isn't true, but because of the angle of the ship, that would put Noose right in the middle of the thing as he falls, right?
You're not on that much of an angle. You wouldn't fall into the maelstrom. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a storm, it's a whirlpool.
It's a whirlpool, yeah.
Oh, so I feel the ship just, like, tilts.
Yeah, and you stumble backwards too, Ash.
Okay, but I'm, like, below deck.
But you're fine down there. Eclipse, give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, because you just stumbled, like, hardcore.
I rolled 24!
I know, but you're on an angle going into a maelstrom.
Can I give her the help action by trying to, like, jerk the ship upright?
No.
Okay, that's right. I'd actually have to steer into the whirlpool to get closer, wouldn't I?
What'd you get, Eclipse?
11.
Alright. You don't catch him.
Yeah.
He hits the deck in front of you, though, and takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage. That's not too bad for falling 30 feet.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And you sort of, like, both look down, Noose and Eclipse, and you see the maelstrom down there. And it appears like the eye of the maelstrom seems to be, like, shimmering almost. And someone proficient with Arcana? Noose, are you proficient with Arcana?
No.
Never mind. Mordecai, give me another dexterity saving throw with the sea vehicles. What's up, Noose?
If he can, when he sees this, he would like to cast Detect Evil and Good.
You don't detect... Like, in the maelstrom itself, that's where you're casting it?
Well, you said that there was something odd down in there?
Yeah, like a shimmering kind of thing. In the eye of the maelstrom.
Oh, okay, so it didn't look like anything
No.
organic or...
No, nothing organic. Just a weird shimmering. Cool. So yeah, roll me a dexterity saving throw with your sea vehicles proficiency, Mordecai.
Oh no. It's a 7, mein Freund.
Oh, this could be really bad. The ship turns to the right a little bit and starts sailing into the middle of the maelstrom.
I'm gonna pull my way up as I feel us, like, turn and then start going down a slope. I'm gonna start pulling my way up the stairs. Like, what is going on up here?
And you see the maelstrom, and you guys are, what, halfway into the maelstrom, going into the middle.
I'm holding on to Noose's shirt collar so he doesn't fly off the
Yeah,
ship.
he's like, he's up in the air. He's up in the air right now, like,
I'm like, no, Noose, you're not going anywhere.
Give me a dex saving throw, Eclipse.
Oh, man.
If at the same time you can hold, like, his rope of communion.
Okay.
23.
You hold on to him perfectly fine.
Great. Yeah, I'm like...
Cat-like
rail in
reflexes,
one
you're just
hand,
like,
Noose in the
ugh.
other.
Ash, you're like climbing up the stairs, getting to the top deck on like a severe angle.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the maelstrom.
Alright. So I see us basically going in towards the middle.
And you see, like, Mordecai struggling to, like, get the ship out of it.
Yeah, just shark fangs, bared spittle coming out of his mouth as he's trying to, like, jerk the damn steering wheel.
And at this point, Elysian kicks the door to Captain's quarters open to come out and help. And she needs to make
24-hour nap.
And she needs to make a dexterity saving throw because she's on the deck now. This could go so bad because she's not here. I'm gonna feel so bad.
Should have kept her in her cabin.
What? Yeah, but she's the captain. She's not gonna let you guys deal with this alone. Plus, an extra hand is probably needed for what's going on right now.
Or extra hands.
Extra tentacles. What's her dexterity saving throw bonus? Let's see. +2. So that's a 6.
Or she could have stayed in her cabin.
She comes out, falls on her face, and just slides and hits the railing. And she's just like, oh, god damn it. What's everyone doing? What's everyone doing?
I am going to run for the mast and try and drop the sails so I can try and propel us, like, in and then out the other side.
So you're gonna, like, sail deeper into the maelstrom and try to get up on the other side?
We're already aiming into it, so just try and pick up speed so we can kind of, because, like, it's pulling us towards the middle, like, pick up enough speed from the wind to be able to, like, put kind of down the side and then up.
Okay, cool.
Because we can't, like, turn completely around.
Cool. Let me roll the ship's stuff now. Okay. The ship picks up a little speed.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure Noose is okay, and then help start lowering sails.
All right, cool. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you're getting up to move around Eclipse.
Wait, pause. If there's a whirlpool, does that mean there's a downdraft?
There would be, actually, yeah, with you guys in this far.
Don't lower the sails, because if you lower the sails, the downdraft is going to suck us in further.
Mm.
Well,
Unless we
That's
can,
Ash's plan, to get speed and then come out the other side.
Yeah,
okay.
Building up the momentum.
Yeah. It's like a gravity sling.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
you
Eclipse.
would have to like drop the sails and then cut down the sails just quickly.
Natural 20.
You start lowering sails without issue.
Great.
Mordecai, how's it going over there at the helm?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure this all works.
Noose, you're also sitting on the deck
Would I
now.
roll this with the help action? Because
Yeah, roll it with
Sorry,
roll it with advantage because of the crew helping out. Yeah.
okay. That is 19 total. Then, because the other one.
You
was
keep
critical.
sailing forward, and you feel the ship hit the center of the maelstrom, and you feel like the sensation of being tugged down, and you hear the sound of silence for the moment, almost like there's dead silence in the center of this maelstrom. And I need to roll a dexterity saving throw for the ship. Dexterity saving throw for the ship. Excellent. It's an 18.
Oof.
The ship does not get tugged into
I
the
guess our ship was extra.
Yes, the ship does not get tugged into the center of the maelstrom. And it gets to the other side and crests out of the maelstrom and keeps on its path.
Whew.
Fun fact, if that went through, because I'm going to delete that off the encounter table, because that was like a one-time encounter, if the ship got pulled in or anyone fell into the maelstrom, you would have been sent to the elemental plane of water.
Ah.
Whew. Nice. Not bad.
One of the worst planes, arguably.
Mordecai probably like it.
yeah, Mordecai could live through it.
But yeah, so no elemental plane of
It's just
water.
like a shit ton of whirlpools in the line.
So if you guys look at the map, you guys are probably right here, where I'm drawing the circle. And
Cool.
You keep sailing.
Can I use navigator's tools? Sorry.
use navigator tools to do what?
Possibly cut at least half a day off of our travel time. See if I can like find any shortcuts
Roll me.
or like trade winds I can pick up.
Yeah, when we navigator's tool, so perception with advantage, or with your proficiency or whatever.
We're halfway through day 2, aren't we?
You're halfway through day 2.
You said it was going to be a 3-day journey.
Oh yeah, so you'd be actually like right around here. Actually,
Yeah, like should we be like halfway?
you're halfway.
Yeah.
So you're actually sailing past this unnamed island right now,
Oh.
and there's
9
ships.
plus. Yeah, that's just 13.
Okay, yeah. You can't really detect a shortcut from where you are, but you are sailing past this unnamed island to the west a little bit, and it looks like there's just a bunch of ships smashed up on the shore. And there appears to be like weird creatures like roaming the shore.
It's unnamed?
Yep.
I officially dub it Shipwreck Island. Somebody write that down on the map and put my name beside it.
Nobody does that. I don't know, maybe they will. Because, oh yeah, you always also have a map in the captain's quarters. Yeah, so as you keep sailing,
Shipwreck Cove, actually. So that should be named.
I mean, there's not really a cove.
It's a video game reference.
you guys hear coughing coming from below the deck. None of you are below the deck, but you hear coughing coming from below the deck.
I'm gonna pull out my pistol
Another stowaway, really?
and I'm going to check downstairs.
You see Eclipse. You see
You see Eclipse.
You see this. You see this human male, greasy black hair. He's not wearing any clothes, completely nude, covered in filth, and he's sitting in a very dark corner of the ship, where nobody would really look if they're actually looking for a stowaway. He's sort of sitting over there, and you hear him babbling nonsense, and he's writing incoherent sentences in a language you don't recognize, I believe. Do you know deep speech?
No.
Cool. He's writing incoherent sentences on the floor in white chalk.
Who are you? And what's he doing on a ship?
Eclipse, since you're the only one down here.
Yeah.
As you
I was about to say, I can give the helm over to Ash and follow her down.
All right.
Now
Yeah,
this
now that
isn't
I'm
my
back up, I would take over driving again.
Sounds good. So as you two, Eclipse, as you approach, Mordecai slowly coming behind you, the figure slowly turns around, and you watch as his body explodes. And
Normal stuff.
And you watch as 4 little creatures drop onto the ground. They are small, pinkish purple, and you see they disappear like 4 little brains that drop to the ground, and 4 legs sprout out of each. And I need Eclipse and Mordecai to roll initiative because you guys are down here by yourself.
If this is because of freaking Iliasine, I'm a slapper.
Do monks roll with advantage on their initiative, or is that rangers?
I think that's monks.
No, I don't have anything for advantage on initiative.
No, it's not yet.
No, they have. I think they have like double proficiency with advantage. Or
It would
something.
say on the character sheet.
But I have an 11 initiative.
An 11. All right.
I rolled high anyway. I have a 23.
23. And these things are just going to share initiative? Oh, are you kidding me? 27? No. That was a joke. They did not get a 27. They got a... not great.
Not great.
My favorite number.
Yeah.
An official scoring.
Random encounter table made these, so you can't blame me. You have to blame the dice.
Who made the random encounter table?
Me and the internet. I stole some stuff from internet tables.
Okay.
So it still is partially your fault.
Basically. So as this all happens, this figure explodes and these 4 brain creatures with legs pop out. Mordecai, it's your turn, buddy. They're about 30 feet away. All 4 of them.
Oh my god, Muse, you can actually play Mordecai in combat for once.
Well, I picked a martial class with combat skills. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move into the closest one.
Sure. Well, all 4 of them are sort of like in the same square.
Okay. And I'm just going to straight up bite attack it.
Biting one. Cool.
Yeah, biting one. That is a 16 total.
That'll hit.
Great. That's a 1d6, which is why I'm doing the bite attack. Which will basically be my main attack until I'm actually able to do something.
Cool.
Give me just a second. I gotta remember what the Charcharion's thing is. I feel like I had a thing. Oh, no, I don't. Anyway, that is 7 damage on the first bite.
Alright, cool. So as you bite
And
into
I'm
it,
gonna go ahead and flurry a blow.
as you bite into it, your teeth do sink in, but it doesn't seem to have as much of an impact as you wanted.
Okay.
Cool.
Seeing that, I'm just gonna go ahead and flurry blows them.
Go for it.
And go for 2 more hits. Okay. Oh, wow. That was a 11 on the first one and a critical failure on the second one.
Both miss.
However, thanks to being drunken boxing...
Actually, no, they don't miss. They don't miss. Yeah, because of Charcharion, if a creature's missing any hit points, similar to a Sahuagin, you get advantage on your attacks.
Yeah, I was looking for that, but I couldn't find... It's not on my thing.
Oh, did I remove it as a thing? Because it was like really OP?
I'm guessing so, because all I have is a bite action.
Let me look. Because it'll be under your features, not your actions.
Ew. Let me look.
Features and traits, racial feats. Bloodied Fury. If an enemy you're targeting with an attack doesn't have all of their hit points, you can unleash a fury from the scent of their blood, and you can add an additional... Okay, my bad, it's not initiative. It's not advantage. You can add an additional 1d10 to any melee attack's damage. This can be done once per long rest. And you also have advantage on attack roll against a creature if at least one of your allies within 5 feet, because as a Reef Charcharion, you have pack tactics.
Yeah, is she...
She's not within 5 feet, no.
Oh, okay. Still, I get my benefit of a disengage action, so I'm gonna. How many feet were they away from me?
If you ran up to bite it, 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and since I have the disengage action, back beside.
Is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you can.
I am. Well, no, there's not that. As long as I do a Fury of Blows, I get the benefit of a disengage.
Oh, the Drunken Master.
Drunken Master.
Okay.
So good.
Nice.
All right.
Really good.
Eclipse.
And my walking speed increased by 10 feet.
Eclipse, it's your turn. As you see these like weird brain things, and Mordecai runs up to bite one.
Is Mordecai still within 5 feet of any of them?
No.
No? Alright, cool. Then I'm just gonna try to shoot one.
With your pistol that you're not proficient in, and disadvantage on attacks. Go for it.
Cool. Great.
Are you shooting the one? Are you shooting the one he bit? Or are you gonna shoot one of the other 3?
I'm gonna shoot one of the other 3.
Cool.
Ooh, 2 5s for an 8.
The good news. Right?
Hits the hull of the ship.
Damn it.
Are we below sea level in this?
You
part?
are. So a little bit of water comes out of the hole. Just.
Fuck.
Wow. Okay.
I'm gonna pocket the pistol and then just pull out my short sword and rapier, and that's my turn.
Cool. And because of the gunshot,
Yeah.
Noose, Ash, and Iliasine are going to roll initiative as they hear the gunshot from below deck.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, Iliasine got a 13.
Better than me. I got a 7.
Oh no.
Also, as a note to anybody watching this, if you are playing in a sea-based campaign and you are in the lower parts of a ship, do not discharge your firearms, or spells for that matter, that cause explosions.
Like Shatter.
Like Shatter.
Fireball.
Noose, what'd you get for initiative, buddy?
Fireball just sets things on
Natural
fire.
1.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you have a 3 for initiative then.
High five.
What's your initiative? What's your initiative, Noose? Like modifier.
Plus 4.
So that's a 5. Cool.
High five, low initiative, buddies.
All right. So the brain that Mordecai bit is gonna.
You're right above him.
Hold on a second.
Underneath you. There we go.
There you go. You got it eventually.
Yeah. So this thing,
Hates that.
the brain that Mordecai bit, is gonna run right at him, just like skittering across the deck to Mordecai,
Right?
and it is going to try to swipe at you with its claws.
So then, yeah, you are that way.
It jumps on your face.
Oh, what?
It jumps on Mordecai's face. Just
Cover the part with all the teeth.
to slash at it. Oh, that is that's a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, cool. You still have to make an intelligence saving throw.
You're gonna miss?
Yup, because it's got multi-attack.
Oh.
There's no time for goofs.
It's a flat 10.
A flat 10. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What are we saying? Uh-oh. Why are we saying uh-oh?
You take 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
So you take the psychic damage. And then roll 3d6. 8. What's your intelligence score?
It's an 11.
Fantastic, you're not stunned.
Oh, okay.
And then the intellect fire that Eclipse tried to shoot at is going to run over to her and jump on her face and try to do the same thing.
Okay.
So that is also a 13 to hit.
I don't believe that hit.
Cool, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. I'm not good at those. I mean, I'm kind of good at them. 6?
Fantastic. Hold on. You only take 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
But
okay.
3d6 times. Oh, that's bad. That's okay. What's your intelligence score?
11.
Cool. That was a 12. If the total equals or exceeds the target's intelligence score, that score is reduced to 0. The target is stunned until it regains at least 1 point of intelligence. So Eclipse.
How does that work?
So I'd say restoration, or I'd say a long enough rest, it'll come back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be super mean because it doesn't specify that it needs a long rest or anything. So I'll say a long rest to restore that, or a lesser restoration spell. But Eclipse is currently stunned.
With an intelligence of 0.
Which is really bad because once that happens, because stunned you're counted as incapacitated, I believe. Hold on, stunned. Stunned, incapacitated. You are. Attacks against you have advantage, and you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, which is what makes Intellect Devour super scary when a creature's incapacitated. So the third one, sensing only these two individuals, actually no, 300. They have 300 feet of this. It's going to go skirting up the stairs. And Ash and Noose, as you guys are like on top of the stairs, getting ready to go down with Iliasid, you guys see an Intellect Devour come running up the stairs.
Ah, what the hell is
and
that?
I'm going to roll a D4 minus 1 because there's only 3 of you. Just randomly do this. It leaps at Ash.
Yeah.
Mordecai's going to die in his first and only combat encounter.
Oh, fuck. That's going to miss. That's a 7 to hit with its claws.
Oh, yeah, no.
Give me an intelligence saving throw, though, Ash.
Great. What's my bonus to that? Plus 0.
We all have the same intelligence score?
1 to 4, 14.
You are perfectly fine.
No, my intelligence is 10, not 11.
So it's like on your face, but you like it's on your face, but it doesn't really do anything to you. And the final one, sensing another creature, is just going to rush at Iliasine.
As I say, it normally targets whoever has the higher intelligence score.
It's going to rush at Iliasine, and it's going to go for its attacks. Oh, that'll probably hit. That hits with the claws. So Iliasine's the first one to get hit by the claws of the Intellect Devour. It's like grabs on her face and slashing into her flesh. Her Mind Flayer flesh. Intellect Devour attacking a Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
So she takes 6 points of slashing damage.
Oh, the turns have tabled.
And she needs to make an intelligence saving throw, which she is somewhat decent at. Oh, she does not succeed, though. Fuck. And she takes 14 points of psychic damage. And she has to make a... Oh, and they have to roll 3d6. I don't think it's possible for them to actually get to her intelligence score.
Intelligence is over 18. Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't she a bard?
She's a warlock.
Warlock.
He's a warlock.
So she is not stunned, like Eclipse was. And with this, it's Ash's turn.
Alright, let's see if I rage. Nope. And, alright, Ash tries to psych himself up. Doesn't seem to do anything, and then he's going to stab at it with his trident.
It's on your face.
Oh.
Alright, go for it.
Actually, hang on, am I on the deck of the ship?
You're on the deck of the ship. The upper deck.
Can I just grab it and just huck it overboard?
Give me a strength saving throw, because it's like grappled onto your face. Not really grappled, but just give me a strength saving throw to see if you can throw it off.
Alright. I'll give you the camera if you
Natural
want.
20. You pick it up and go, what do you say as you throw it off?
Yeet!
And that
the only thing you can say.
And that Intellect Devour is thrown off the ship and splashes in the water. Just bloosh.
This bitch empty.
It sounds like a little like it sounds like a as it hits the water.
Just lands in my face. I just take it. Yeet! Huck it overboard.
All right, so
You
you see the other one latched onto Iliasine's face, and since actually your action was to throw it off, so
Yeah, that's my turn.
Noose, you watch as like these two weird brains with legs come crawling out of the lower part of the deck after a gunshot goes off. One latches onto Ash's face, he goes, ugh, yeet, and throws it off the ship, and the second one latches onto Iliasine's face and claws it up real good.
Fuck is a yeet?
It's the scientific term for these
So, Noose, what you doing? Oh no, did we lose Garrett?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
No,
frozen.
No.
You're frozen. I thought we lost you.
Not me.
Yeah, I think we're losing you,
He's having
Garrett.
quite a dilemma here on what. Oh no! Oh no! Hello.
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 Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
All right. So Muse was a little. In order to bide his time, he's just going to dip one of his darts into poison.
Okay,
The poison that he got.
that's your action.
Yep. And then he's going to bonus action hide
All right, you hide somewhere on the deck of the ship. Pick where.
behind the mast.
You scurry and hide behind the mast. Give me a stealth check, just because.
Okay.
Because their
I mean-
passive perception is somewhat okay.
Yeah. He's got a 14.
All right, it doesn't see you, but it is preoccupied with this high intelligence creature anyway. The only one that's left on the deck. Anything else for Noose?
No, that was his action.
All right, cool. Mordecai, it's your turn. So you see this Intellect Devourer leap on Eclipse's face, seemingly make her go stunned as it's preparing to teleport inside her body. The one you bit is currently on your face as well. Or, like, not on your face, but it's, like, trying to, like, get back to your face. And two of the others ran upstairs.
Okay, but it's not on my face in the moment.
It's, like, it's, like, on your shoulder right now, trying to get back onto your face.
Okay, I'm gonna, because of the whole coat thing, I'm going to actually try to jerk the one off of her face first.
Cool. Give me just a standard strength saving throw.
Appreciated.
Okay, does a unnatural 20 work?
It does. You pry it off. What do you want to do with it? That's your action, by the way.
I can bonus action.
That's right. But that's your action to pull it off.
They're
Right.
both attached to you.
Can I? It's like, oh god, I'm done with my problems. Can I beat one fucker with another fucker?
So use an Intellect Devour as an improvised weapon on another one.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me just an improvised weapon check. So I think that's just a D20.
And with advantage because pack tactics.
That's right. It would be with advantage because of pack tactics.
Okay, does it a 17 hit?
A 17 hits. So improvised
Good to know.
weapon damage, I think, is just your strength modifier.
Just the strength modifier?
Yeah, for damage.
Oh no, it's 1d4 plus strength modifier.
Okay, yeah. So do that then.
Alright.
As you smack this Intellect Devourer against another Intellect Devourer. Are you smacking the one that you ripped off of her against the one that's on you right now?
Yeah, straight
Okay,
up.
cool. Go for it. What's the damage?
That's gonna be a total of 4.
So it takes 2 points of damage because they're resistant to non-magical attacks.
Ironically, this would be my unarmed damage anyway, so it's no big difference.
Yeah, so you like smack it. You're like, ah! But now you're holding one in your arms, in your hands, and there's one on your shoulder still.
I should have rethought my problems.
Want to do anything
another
else?
action. I guess I can move action. I'm gonna go ahead and like start running. How far from here to the deck?
The deck is only like 30 feet up the stairs. Or it's less than that. It's like 15 feet.
Okay, how
My bad. It's
far?
like 15 feet.
So 15 feet onto the deck. How
Yep.
far from here into the water?
Another 15 feet.
No, how far from here into the water?
Oh, from here?
Great. Right jump.
It'd be 30 feet. To get onto the deck, get to the railing, and go over the railing, it's up 30 feet.
Running jump.
Alright, so you guys see Mordecai. Well, Eclipse, you don't see this. Ash and Noose, you see Mordecai running up the stairs. A Intellect Devourer crawling on his shoulder, trying to get to his face. One in his arms, like in his hands, and it's like wriggling, and he's running up on the deck, and he just leaps over the ship into the ocean.
Yeah, he's just shouting, ew.
And jumps off the boat into the ocean, as the boat is sailing.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And the ship is sailing at a decent speed, by the way, because you guys picked up speed to get out of the maelstrom. It's sailing fast.
Shit.
So you're like, kaplunk, into the water.
I have monk speed and a swim speed. It's all good.
Let me give the Intellect Devourers saving throws to see if they get, like, pushed off you because of that. So the one that was trying to get onto your face is pushed off into the ocean. And these guys don't have a swim speed, so they're going to drown, probably. And then the one that you're holding in your arms is still in your hands.
Okay.
And with
Well, I'm
that,
pretty sure I would have like let it go. Let it go.
you can let it go on your turn.
Let it go.
Okay. There we go.
It is Eclipse's turn, but you're stunned, so you can't really
Yep.
do anything.
Yeah.
But you're pretty much safe from Intellect Devourers now, because your friend's being
Yay.
insane. So I'll say the one that drowned is out of the initiative order. That means there's 2 Intellect Devourers left only. The one on... Yeah, the one that's on Iliasine and the one that's with Mordecai right now in the ocean. Alright, cool.
I just realized I'm basically a pirate paladin.
Cool, so the Intellect Devourer, you're holding Mordecai, it's its turn.
Okay.
And it is going to claw at you while you're holding it. That is a big ol' 7 to hit.
It just not hit.
I need you to give me an intelligence saving throw and pray you don't get stunned underwater.
I mean, I can breathe underwater, so it's good, but it's other way. Yeah. Oh, it's a flat 15.
Flat 15?
Mm-hmm.
You are not affected by that.
Okay.
And then the Intellect Devourer that is preoccupied with Iliasine is going to do the same thing. Slash. For a 20 to hit, not natural 20. Or 21 to hit, but still obviously it hits. And that'll be 2d4 plus 2 damage. So 3, 4, 6 slashing damage. And again, she has to make the intelligence saving. She has to make the intelligence saving throw. That is a big ol'... What's her intelligence modifier? That's a 10. She has to succeed again. Fuck. She takes 2d10 psychic damage. That's 17 psychic damage. Oh no.
Oh no.
Iliasine is unconscious.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
And 3d6 to see what her intelligence score becomes when she's unconscious. She's, yeah. Either way, she's incapacitated, so the Intellect Devourer can burrow into her head if it wants to. So Ash, you just watched Mordecai leap off the ship with 2 Intellect Devourers into the water and get basically left behind kind of thing. And you watched as Iliasine just got brought down by this Intellect Devourer and it's like crawling over, getting ready to teleport into her head as well.
Alright. Well. Would it just be... What would it take for me to grab a nearby piece of rope and toss it overboard for Mordecai?
That would be an action because it's object interaction.
Don't you get one free one of those a turn?
I don't believe so.
I thought you did. Okay. In that case, I am going to pick up the Intellect Devourer that is on my unconscious friend.
Okay.
And grapple it.
Alright. Contested grapple with an Intellect Devourer. Let's go. Channel your inner Gundar.
I am proficient in athletics.
It
Oh, wait,
got...
actually, sorry.
Oh,
I was going to say, let me roll to see if I rage this turn. I do! Bonus action rage.
cool.
I have advantage on grapple checks.
Cool. It got a 15.
Okay. So I think I do. Let me double check that.
I like how none of these Intellect Devourers are getting killed. They're all just getting thrown in the water.
It's the fastest way to kill them.
Especially considering they're resistant to everything we can hit them with other than the noose.
Advantage on strength checks.
I can get rid of them anyway.
That's correct. Okay, good thing I have advantage. That is a 23.
You pick it up. It's in your hand,
Okay.
squirming around.
And then, it also needs to make me a dexterity saving throw since
That's
that's
right.
part of raging.
That is a big ol' 5.
It takes 4 lightning damage as
Cool.
I pick it up and just tase it.
Bzzz.
And then, do we have just like rope hanging loose on the ship?
I'd say yeah.
You
Okay.
can see this flaming rope in Noose's hand.
Is it attached to anything?
It's attached to Noose.
Is it like is it a short piece of rope or is it a long piece of rope?
It's a full 50-foot rope.
Is it looped into a characteristic noose?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Can I throw this Intellect Devourer overboard with? Or do I not have enough action for that?
You don't have enough actions to do that.
All right. If I run past Noose, can I just like grab the end of the rope as I go?
If he lets you do it.
Noose, can I borrow that?
I have this end.
Can I have the other end?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab the other end, and then I will jump off overboard towards where Mordecai is.
Wow!
Alright, you plunge into the ocean too. Because of your weight and holding onto the rope, Noose, give me a dexterity saving throw.
This is going so well.
That is 22.
You plant your feet firmly, and somehow you hold on and you don't budge.
Loops it around something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like loop it around one of like the harpoons, ballistas. It's like, eh.
Speaking of which, boss man,
Hey,
I just did a bit of research on it to answer his question. It does seem like you can interact with one object a turn without having to use up an action.
Alright.
Consumes your reaction. You can still talk, I guess, but like you
Oh,
can't
okay.
interact with another object without a full action.
alright, cool.
Okay.
Uh,
It's for like
I think it's like,
it's for like pushing buttons and stuff, though, right?
or like opening a door.
Okay, alright, cool. So
Anyway,
with,
I'm overboard now.
with that, it's Noose's turn. Oh,
So the rope is tied off.
it is tied off to the ballista.
The rope is tied. Okay. And how far away is?
Ilyusine?
Well, she's just.
Unconscious, yeah.
Oh, she's unconscious on
Yeah.
the ground.
About 10 feet away from you.
There's nothing I can do about that, though.
Oh, fuck.
Right? I mean, isn't she?
No, she's not stunned.
No,
She's unconscious.
She's
from taking
unconscious.
hits.
Eclipse
Right,
is
but-
below deck. Eclipse is below deck, stunned, but you don't know about that.
Right. But Ilyusine, when her being unconscious, she's not at 0 hit points, right?
Yeah, she is.
She's at 0
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just took damage.
Oh, all right.
She's
Sorry.
regular unconscious. She's not fancy
Like,
unconscious.
you can't do anything about
Eclipse
that.
Eclipse is just standing below deck, like, drooling. She just, you don't know about that.
I'm
'Cause you
doing
guys-
like the cat blup face,
Yeah, okay,
where like part of my tongue is sticking out in a really cute way.
sounds good. So what you doing, buddy?
Oh. If he tries to cure wounds, he could kill her.
He could. Well, it'd be two fails only, and it'd be automatic crit because of
Wait, why?
how she is. Because he does a fun thing, and I
He
think
sometimes gets cure wounds and inflict wounds mixed up, and I roll for it.
it's a fun
Oh.
character trait that I really like him playing with.
And it only ever comes up when one of us is unconscious.
Yeah.
But he can either spare the dying or
Which is what you'd expect anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, he's just gonna heal her. We'll see how it goes.
All right, roll for it.
Ooh,
Oh.
he just meets the DC that I set.
Okay.
Ooh, that I had set. So we're
Whew.
yeah, we're fine. We're good. We're good.
All right. So cast Cure Wounds on her. Yeah.
But she only gets 5 hit points.
I mean,
That's probably a-okay. So she's
Yep.
conscious now and prone. Cool. So anything else, Noose?
I mean, same left. Can't cast any bonus action stuff. So he's gonna go back to where his rope of communion is and keep an eye out to see what happens.
Okay.
That's his turn.
So it'll be Mordecai's turn as you're in the ocean with this Intellect Devourer in your grip.
And me.
And
how
Ash,
far away is the ship from me?
based on sailing speed and your speed, I'd say it's like 40 feet away.
Okay, and how far away is Ash?
Ash is probably the same distance because he jumped into the water, so he's like 5 feet away from the ship. She's 35 feet.
Okay, yeah, I can easily make that distance. So I'm just gonna let go.
Okay, you let go of the Intellect Devourer. It just sort of
Nothing
like
stops
it just sort of like
me from
floats to
letting
the
go, 'cause he doesn't
surface.
have me grappled.
It just sort of floats to the surface. The Intellect Devourer.
Casts a middle finger at it and swims off to the ship.
All right, you catch up to.
I can get there with a dash action.
Yep, you catch up to Ash, and I believe that's all the intellect devourers, correct?
I'm still holding one technically.
That's correct. So you're still holding one.
on my turn, I'm gonna let it go.
All right. So anything else, Mordecai?
Actually, just for comedy's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a key point so I can flurry of blows and increase my feet by 10. And he's just gonna swim over and just punch it out of his hand.
Out of Ash's hand?
Yeah, just straight up slap it out of his hand and then point up to the.
All right. Well, roll to see if you hit it.
With attack tactic.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just. Shit! I just knocked over the dice, so just invalidated that. Okay, there we go.
A 12?
No. I rolled with advantage, and both of them were nat 20 on accident.
Oh, so yeah, max damage for your
nat 20s. I'm never gonna roll.
max damage plus roll damage.
The
So-
only one you get to
Yeah, which is just a punch.
Yeah. So what's max
Well,
damage?
it's
for
just
your...
still 1d4.
It's 1d4 plus the modifier as max damage.
So yeah, it's 6 damage plus 5. It's just 11 damage on a crit.
Okay, so half of that. So it takes 5 damage.
Yeah, it's just,
As you sort of punch it,
my goal was just to punch it out of his hands.
I'd say
It's
if
like,
I'd say
under the ocean.
I'll give it a dexterity. I'll give it a dexterity saving throw. It's still in Ash's hands.
Okay, cool. I have another hit. Okay, does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay. So that's 2 damage because
So-
I have.
One. Oh, you already halved it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Saving you work.
10 damage as you punch it again, and dex save to see if it falls into Ash's hands again. It's still in his grip.
This stubborn ass intellect devour.
Anything else, Mordecai?
I guess I'm just going to since I still have a lot of movement speed and actual action. Oh wait, shit! I still have my actual action. I guess one more hit.
Okay.
Or I'll just I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna grab a hold of Ash and start making my way up to the ship.
You would
'cause I
see
still have,
that. You would see that he's holding on to this burning rope.
Yeah, so seeing the rope, I'm just going to grab Ash and start climbing up the rope.
Okay, cool. And then
So
anything else, or is
I
that
have
it?
90 feet. I have 90 feet of movement speed right now, so I'm pretty sure I can make it to the top.
All right. Yep, you do. And then
I'm gonna keep Ash kind of dangled off the side since he still has the thing trying to murder us in his hands.
All right.
Wait, you're bringing me. I'm like hanging onto the rope, or I can get my like. Are you bringing me with?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
all right. So you haul.
Because I used 40 of my feet to get there, and so I
Okay.
still had
What's your movement
50
speed?
feet to use. 35 plus 10 because of flurry of blows.
Right, but then so
So-
it's 45. Where's the extra 45 coming from?
Dash action.
But didn't you attack?
Yeah.
With my flurry of blows.
Right, in order to do flurry of blows as a
I
bonus
spent a
action.
key point to do flurry.
Right, but in order to do flurry of blows as a bonus
Do you?
action, you need to take the attack action.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I missed
So you
right.
can just attack as a
That's my
bonus
fault.
action.
Okay.
That'd be ridiculous.
So you're probably still
Yeah,
you're probably still in the
yeah,
water. You're still in
okay,
the water.
so-
then.
Still in the water. Yeah, so I'm done then.
All right. Elysine's gonna have her movement to get up, and she's gonna make her way to the steering wheel of the ship.
Oh yeah, who's driving this thing?
Eclipse, you're still stunned.
Yep.
Intellect Devour that's in Ash's hands is gonna claw at Ash for a 16 to hit.
That is exactly my AC.
Cool. You take 9 points of slashing damage,
So I take 4 points of slashing.
and you need to give
damage.
me an intelligence saving throw.
All right. That's the part that's not. Looks like.
Please do better than me.
Here's hoping. 14.
You were
Again.
fine.
All right.
And with that, it's Ash's turn.
Yeet.
So you're throwing it underwater. Just give me a dexterity check 'cause you're throwing it underwater.
Well, like.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Water.
Never mind. It
Yeah.
sails and just splashes in the distance.
Yeah. I'll like tread water with my legs to get up like waist tight out of the water.
And since
As
that's,
the-
and that's the end of combat. So you
I'll
guys can.
serve it like a volleyball. Like I'll throw it up into the air and then just
All right.
serve it.
But
You holding on to the rope with?
I keep the rope in one. I loop it around my arm. I do it with the fist that I've got the rope in. There we go. Pull myself up and then. Bah.
but that is the end of combat.
Oh my god.
And you guys, Mordecai, you would remember that Eclipse is below deck, just like drooling.
Yeah, okay, so since combat's over, I'm gonna let him climb up first, since I can still keep up with the boat.
Yep.
And then I'll climb up after him. And then I'm gonna be, like, he kind of stops for a moment, it's like, that was interesting, and then actually he realizes what the hell was going on. He's like, oh, wait, runs downstairs, picks up the cat, slings it over his shoulder, and then, like a sack of potatoes, just right against the dock, and then points at Noose, is like, hey, can you fix this?
And you guys, Ash and Noose, you'd see that she is just laying there drooling and making incoherent babbling sounds. She can't actually talk or do anything.
I can't do anything right now. But maybe after I have a nap. Speaking of which, how's everybody doing? I can try healing you.
Iliasine has 5 hit points.
Did I take any damage?
Usually heal
I
other
took
people.
4 damage. I'm good.
Yeah, I took 5 during that whole thing, so... And honestly, we could just let Iliasine nap.
Yeah, Iliasine just goes and often's like, one of you else can steer the ship, I need to sleep, and she goes back into the captain's quarters.
All she's done is sleep for 2 days.
Well, she woke up from her nap, got attacked by something viciously, died, and then...
She's a great captain, guys.
So yeah, what's everyone else doing as Eclipse is just laying on the deck like bleh. Oh, that reminds me.
I'm gonna take the steering wheel.
Okay, so while that combat happened, I'd say you guys are probably like right about here, just about to sail up on Ilo Muertos, and then to the east you see another large unnamed island. Well, uncharted island rather.
Alright, well, if someone wants to relieve me, then take the crow's nest. I'm gonna go
I'll do that.
do some stuff and then
Alright,
take a nap.
Mordecai scrambles up into the crow's nest.
I
Yeah.
feel about as useful as Iliasine.
And Ash is back to steering the ship.
Mhm.
Noose, what are you doing? As Eclipse is just laying on the open deck, just like bleh.
I'll get you wet, alright, Eclipse. And he just kind of slaps the top of her head.
She takes 2 death saving. No, I'm kidding.
I have hit points.
I know. That's a critical slap on the head. No.
So, Noose, before he goes to bed, he's gonna take out his shield
Oh no, not again.
and the face, and he's gonna try and make what looks like a sad old man on the shield.
Alright, is there still blood on the face?
No, he drained the blood.
Oh, that's right. Cool.
The blood.
Give
Drain the
me
blood.
a check with your leather working tools, I guess, with proficiency bonus.
And while he's doing that, where did you post our schedule at in the Discord thing? I need to send it to somebody real quick.
Schedule.
Yeah, the little monthly schedule thing you made. For the
Oh,
month.
it's on the. You can find it on the Twitch page.
Ah, thank you.
It's not 100% accurate right now. The only two that are accurate on there are House from Bent Hill and
That's fair.
Beneath the Tide.
15.
15? You spend the better part of about 2 hours fitting this face thing, this human face, to your shield. And it looks like a screaming old man.
Finally. And then he looks around. First he wipes his hands clean just in case.
Okay.
And then he goes and picks up the book and then compares it to his shield.
It's pretty accurate.
That's right. All right. Okay. And then, last thing he's gonna do before turning in is he's gonna commune. He's gonna do his ritual of looping the rope
Yep.
and putting it around his neck, and then making sure that he has good. This time he's probably gonna put his pack down in front of him so he doesn't conk his head.
Okay. So you start to like string yourself up and slowly start to strangle yourself. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
This is great. Oh man. 6.
You instantly black out. And since you're down here hanging yourself and nobody knows about it, you will be taking damage because you are strangling yourself to death technically.
I mean, if he's unconscious, he would lose grip of the rope.
Well, he tied it to something, I assume, and is hanging himself.
Right, it's like a pulley. So like.
Oh yeah, he'd lose grip. That's right. I forgot. That's right. So you go unconscious and you sort of like clunk, and your head hits your sack, your pack, not your sack.
You're so flexible.
And as you drift off into unconsciousness,
Folds like a fucking beach chair.
It's a reverse scorpion.
As you drift off into unconsciousness, you see a beach, and it is covered in fog, and you see people wandering around the beach aimlessly, sort of sad and depressed. And for some reason, you don't feel any connection to Pipshin. And as you see this vision, you come to.
Oh no! What happened? Yeah. A flaming rope. I made a rope of communion. I made a whole.
Wait, did you strangle yourself with the rope of communion?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what it's there for.
That's amazing. All right.
To commune.
Yeah.
I made a rope of communion, and I made a holy symbol. Did I do it wrong? Oh. Muse is gonna have what?
If you want to find out if you did it wrong, you can do a religion check real quick.
Yeah. Muse would do that. He would. Sorry, guys.
Noose is the status.
Not like I can do anything.
14.
14. It seems like you did everything to the T correctly.
Oh no! What happened? I did everything right.
And you sort of feel a voice in your head again. It says, "You did everything right, Noose. Everything will be okay."
Is that a different voice?
It's a very different voice. It's not Pipshin's voice, but it's the same voice you heard earlier.
This is where Noose has sudden stat shift and becomes a warlock.
Where's Pipshin?
He's gone for a while. You're stuck with me for the time being.
Who is it?
My name is Descendril.
What are we doing?
We are enjoying the spoils that life has to offer.
What? I don't get it. What'd you do? Did you do something? Did you put those plane things on our ship?
I didn't do anything, Noose. It's you who did something.
What did I do?
You found my tome.
Oh, this thing?
And as soon as you touch it, comfort comes over you again, and the thought of Pipshin seemingly just goes away. You don't feel sad about him not talking to you right now. Descendrel seems like he's your new best friend.
Okay, buddy, what are we doing? What do we do?
Well, Noose, I am very hungry. I think you know what my book needs.
I'm hungry too.
Let's feed together, Noose.
I wonder if I still have some of that fishman meat.
You definitely do.
So before he does that, Noose is gonna open the book.
Yep.
And can you read everything?
You can read the first page. You can still read the first page that told you before, what it said before.
He's gonna flip through all of it.
It's blank except for the page in the very back that I mentioned a couple sessions ago about how blood on this book can awaken something. And that's basically, you can put it together, that's how the Glabrezu got summoned.
Oh. So if I give you more blood, you'll send another thing?
Well, the Glabrezu was the only servant I had left to send. But if you feed me, I will most certainly repay the favor.
How?
Don't you like surprises and pranks, Noose?
Yeah, but
Let's just say...
even though I'm a person of faith, I don't have a lot.
Well, let's just say it'll be worth both our while.
I'll wait. And he just puts it back in his pack,
Okay.
and he's just going to hork down some fish meat if there's any left, and then go to bed.
All right. And as you sort of put the book away, the voice leaves, and you eat some fish meat, and you go to sleep.
And it's just
Did Noose just deny a god?
Don't know. And as you keep sailing, you're at the helm of the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mordecai, you're in the crow's nest.
Yeah, I'm in the crow's nest.
And Eclipse is still like unconscious on the deck of the ship. Just
Yep. Just
Alright.
hanging out.
fantastic. So you currently are sailing past Ilo Muertos, which is this island full of dead. As you pass, you sort of see like dead people walking around on the shore, and you see.
Boss.
Yeah, what's up?
Pausing just for a second. I am proficient in nature. Can I roll to see if I know anything about intellect devours from my travels and such?
Sure.
Does an 18 work?
You assume she's probably just stunned and has like it drained her of all of her intelligence. You don't know when it might fix itself. You just know it just probably drained her of all of her intelligence, and she's just a bumbling mess that can't do anything right now. She is catatonic, essentially.
So basically, I've just heard about these weird brain things that suck out people's intelligence.
But you've never seen anything like come of it, yeah. But yeah, so currently you guys are sailing past Ilo Muertos at this point. You can see Dawnbreak Cove in the distance, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And as you pass Ilo Muertos, you see there's like a giant like skull building on the island, and there's like a bunch, like an army of like Kenku marching about on the island. That's really all you see from that. But you hear thunder and rain begin to start, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And Mordecai and whoever else is on the deck, which is Eclipse laying down. Oh no. You hear it like a crash of thunder, and you watch as hail begins to fall. And hail is about the size of golf balls as it starts falling from the sky. Ash and Mordecai, I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Brilliant. Oof. As a nat failure for me.
Natural fit, net 1. Okay, Ash, what'd you get for your dex save?
Got a 14.
14. Fantastic. So you both take 7 points of damage from the hail.
Ow.
And Eclipse also takes 7 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm not going to be like, oh, it's critical. It's 7 points of damage.
2 questions.
I'm still
Hey, what's
technically conscious.
Does it look like this is basically just the storm is between us and Dawnbreak Cove?
Basically.
And second question is, does this seem like it's going to be the kind of thing that does half damage even if we succeed?
It seems like it'll be half damage if you succeed.
All right. I'll just call up to the crow's nest. Mordecai, get the Eclipse down below deck.
You got it, boss. And he's going to just go ahead and climb on down, grab Eclipse once more like a sack of potatoes, and just literally unceremoniously toss her into the below deck.
You're tossing her down the stairs?
Like past the stairs.
I meant go take her downstairs and go with her and take shelter.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to stay up here.
All right, so as you throw her down the stairs, she takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, it's not downstairs. They're like past the stairs. He like gives her a good log.
3 points of bludgeoning damage.
For me?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'm at half health thanks to you.
And Mordecai and Eclipse, you make your way below the deck. Ash, what are you doing?
All right, I'm gonna tighten my grip on the wheel of the ship, and I'm gonna roll to rage.
Okay.
All right, I don't for the first round, so whatever damage I take from the
All right.
hail will be full.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right. That's an 8.
You take the full damage. You take 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Just because you're getting pelted by golf ball-sized hail. It's like smacking in you in your arms. And one hits you right on the knuckle. And you're just like, getting pelted by hail. And it seems like the storm is probably going to last like another half hour.
Okay. I'll try again. All right. I managed to
Rage.
wrap myself up in rage.
Cool.
Lightning starts sprouting off of me and flash blue electricity back up at the storm.
Dexterity saving throw.
All right. That's a 9.
You take 4 points of damage, halved 2 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And just for
Mordecai's going to stand in the doorway, basically.
Okay.
Like, because he doesn't like just leaving him up there, but he isn't going to stand out in the hailstorm.
Okay. Just for the sake of time and
Just gonna
everything, I'll say you sail out of the storm,
Okay.
and you see.
Ash doesn't think anyone is there watching him, and he doesn't see Mordecai in the doorway, so he's like shouting up at the sky, like, "Is that all you've got? Is that the best you can do? Come on, give me more. Give me what you've got."
You sail out of the storm.
All right.
And you slowly approach the main docks of Dawnbreak Cove, and you all see this. Well, Ash and Mordecai would be the only ones up here. You guys see the very massive city of Dawnbreak Cove, where the king resides. Massive walls dot the landscape, sort of like a border wall. And as you approach, you see these cages sort of suspended over the dock, where decrepit corpses of pirates sit. Slowly, rotting, basically. Getting picked at by birds, and the birds fly away. And the docks are filled with various other ships, merchant ships mostly. No pirate ships as far as the eye can see, because pirates do not dare come here. Unless you're the Iron Bull and you don't give a fuck. And
now he's dead.
Yeah. And you pull up to, and if you want, Ash, you steer up to the docks.
I was gonna say actually like take my time going in, like put up the sails, so we can coast in very, very.
Time is of the essence.
I believe Iliasine actually told the people that this was our boat.
Yes, she did.
Oh, that's right.
So,
yeah, she did.
So that's why I'm like, all right. So at this point, I'm gonna slow it down as we're coming in, because like at a distance where like I can see it, but they can't. Like, we're not within like, range where they can identify the boat yet.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna, like call for a team meeting so we can plan for what we're gonna do.
While we're at that, I'm going to go ahead and run up to the captain's quarters and grab the map so I can get a map set.
Get a map of what?
Grab the map so I have at least like a map of Somerset. And I'm going to try and look at
Somerset?
Or whatever the fuck this
Dawnbreak Cove. There's no map of it. The map is just a map of all the islands. There's no like detailed maps of each city.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a map of the islands, kind of thing, like a world map kind of thing.
I was gonna see if we could find like a beach or something like that. That's not the dock.
There is probably a beach nearby you could probably get to.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we could go to, I'm actually gonna go up and say all this since you're calling a meeting.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He's
yeah.
unconscious right now.
Plus, Ash would know where the beach is anyway.
Yeah.
So Ash
I
and
would know if I wasn't stunned.
so Ash, Noose, and you are conscious. Illicine is still sleeping away in her captain's quarters.
So Noose would have had a long rest then.
I'd say for the sake of
Very
everything,
well.
you have a long rest.
Okay. And wait, does he still need to use Lesser Restoration on her?
Possibly.
Because that was like one of the reasons why he just went straight to bed, was so that.
You see, she's still kind of stunned and babbling.
So he wakes up, goes through his little rituals of like preparing his spells. Do things feel off? Does he? Because he's just gonna go ahead and try and cast it on Eclipse when he wakes up.
Lesser Restoration?
Yes.
Cool. As you put your hands on her, you see, instead of what you usually expect, of like radiant magic to come out, it sort of looks green and black as it goes into Eclipse's body. And Eclipse, you are restored back to your original intelligence score, and you are no longer a babbling, catatonic mess.
Eclipse.
What happened?
There's a lot of drool. Yeah.
Yeah.
The wing.
For future reference, I just did research again.
What happened?
You got a bit scrambled.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Don't worry, I fixed it again.
Thank you.
No problem.
What-
Ash is bringing everybody for a meeting before we go into port.
Are we at Dawnbreak already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get up and go on deck.
Alright, Sam, did you get my message on Discord?
Oh.
And then just reply to that, basically. But yeah, what were you saying, Muse, about something you researched?
I just went ahead and typed it up, but yeah, long rest restores that intelligence score.
Well, I was reading the intellect of our thing. It doesn't say anything about that. So I'm just going off by what the book said.
Read an interview.
I'm going off. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just going off what the book said.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are on the deck of the ship trying to figure out a game plan. Elysian is passed out.
I fixed Eclipse.
Morning, I think. What's our plan today?
We've got to go into, well, I need to go into Dawnbreak Cove because the family that runs it, who I used to work for, is apparently being hanged. And I want to know at least why and try and do something to stop it.
Interesting.
And from where you're all standing on the deck, in the distance, on top of like the biggest hill on Dawnbreak Cove, like a cliffside kind of view, you see the Montsoza family home. It's a massive, massive manor, about like 4 floors. It looks like a really rich like villa you'd see in like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of house. It's got, you can see the vineyards from here. You can see just how big this house is. It's massive. It looks like people of extraordinary wealth live there. And thanks for replying, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys can go do that. I'll stay here and watch the ship.
Are you sure about that?
You hear stirring from in the captain's quarters. No, it's fine. The captain goes down with the ship. I'll stay behind.
No, actually, I think you should go with them. You might be of more help than I would.
I don't think it'd be good if I died while my player isn't here.
I was going to say, I don't know if.
Plus, I'm a mind flayer. I don't think the citizens of Dawnbreak Cove would be too keen on seeing me walking about.
I was
same.
I was wondering if the captain would want to participate in the planning.
I guess I'll take part in the planning then and come along.
I meant the actual.
I'll take
captain.
part in the planning. What's happening? I'm just going back to sleep.
Okay, no, I meant the cat, but okay. Well, I'd like to figure out. It's probably going to be. All right, I'll start by saying, none of you have to come with. I can do this on my own. I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I will. None of you have to come with me and help. Understand this is entirely something that is mine and mine alone and has no promise of profit or reward necessarily. It's
rich family, much reward.
And saving you back in the swamp didn't really give me any profit either, but I did that, so...
Well, I don't want to make any assumptions. It's
You're
very
part of the crew.
And the clock tower in the city you can see from here starts to chime 12. So it just hit its first chime out of 12. Dong. And those who are who've lived on Dawnbreak Cove would be Eclipse and Ash.
Mm-hmm.
You guys would know that every time the Scarlet Banner executed pirates in public, which is all the executions for pirates and people who have aided and abetted pirates, every execution was held at 12 p.m. noon.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Would that be the time you're waiting for?
Drop the sails.
All right. I can do that. I'm gonna climb up and start dropping the sails.
Do I know where the executions are usually held?
They are usually held in the town square.
Is the town square near the docks by any chance?
It is near the docks.
All right. I'm gonna rush up to the wheel and start driving the ship towards the docks.
All right. I'll say for the sake of time and everything,
Mm-hmm.
you dock the ship or dock it wherever you need to dock it.
We're gonna be shot on sight.
I wasn't necessarily planning on slowing down to dock.
Oh, you're gonna slam into the docks.
I would like to create a large distraction that would interrupt any execution.
The ship slams into the docks. And because the ship doesn't have a ram right now, a massive... You watch as one of the docks bends at a weird angle, and a massive hole gets formed in the front of the ship. As, dock and, buildings that, a fisherman's shack is just, destroyed. And pieces of metal that, lie in the dock get, embedded into the hull of the ship. And you have successfully parked the ship.
As soon as the ship stops moving, I grab my trident, run to the front of the ship, and leap off the bow onto land and start making it towards the
You
top
leap
square.
off the ship and keep running.
I'm gonna follow him because I'm assuming I still have contacts within the city.
Yep, you guys... Noose, what are you doing? Everybody just jumped. The ship just crashed.
Noose disguises himself as his buddy gnome that he knows.
Okay, what's that gnome look like?
Steampunk glasses?
He is he's a little gnome boy.
Oh, the gnome on the tricycle?
Yeah.
Okay, you
you
take on the appearance of a fat, rosy-cheeked, blonde-haired gnome.
With a mischievous smile and ancient eyes.
And yeah, so you run off after them. And as you're running off into the town, you guys are passing, this is a nice place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Or it looks like it. Very nice houses and shops line the place. It's cobblestone streets. And as you're running through, you see Scarlet Banner people running past you guys towards the docks, not really paying much attention. And as you get...
I'm gonna remove my eye patch.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do people see when you lift up your eye patch?
When you see where one eye was green, the other is gold.
And
just a little heterochromia.
You race into the town square, and there is nobody there. And the clock chimes at this point 5. Dong. And you hear someone over. Actually, Ash, what's your passive perception?
Like 12, I think.
Okay.
Mine's 16.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys hear. I'll say just because of combined passive perception with the 4 of you, you hear. I can't believe they're executing the Montsoza family on their own house, like on their own grounds.
Oh, son of a...
And these like commoners like head up to the house to go like watch these people get executed.
Yep, I'm running in that direction.
Cool.
Following.
Dong. 6.
The last time I was here, I was running down this hill.
7. Dong. 8. And you guys get up to the top of the hill, and you see gathered in the there's like a fenced courtyard of the house where there's like a large fountain, and you see that there has been a makeshift gallows placed there, and there's about 30 or 40 people gathered around as an audience, and then an additional 20 or 30 Scarlet Banner soldiers standing there. And you guys see, hold on, gotta look at my notes. You guys see 1, 2.
Before they're hanged, I want to fire my pistol in the air.
Hold on, because that could be really bad.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You see six figures.
mhm.
There is a sort of older-looking man and an older-looking woman, and they're both bound and gagged by their wrists and ankles. There are, hold on, I'm just trying to find everything here. You see a somewhat, maybe early 30s, mid 30s, male as well, brown hair. Hold on, I could be wrong. Looking at my notes because I haven't looked at these notes for a while. Okay, yeah. So all the families seem to have like the same color hair, obviously. Brown, eyes of color, and they're all wearing very nice, like opulent clothing. Like very nice. This is a family that comes from wealth, and you guys can see like the iron gates surrounding this courtyard. There's a big crowd around. The vineyards are nearby. Some of the crowd is spilling into the vineyard, staring. On the gallows, you see 6 figures, sort of bound around the wrists and the ankles. And at the front, you see what can only be described as... Oh, and there is also a... sorry, I'm trying to get through this. And if you see two what appear to be the daughters of the family. And then what appears to be possibly the eldest son is sort of crouching down a little bit ahead of the family, while the other members of the family are getting nooses tied around their neck. This one isn't. And you see the man you met on Old Newport, the Commodore of the Scarlet Banner. And he is standing there. And for those of you who are who've been to Dawnbreak Cove, you know this man is called Sir Tywir Montagu. And he is the leader of the Scarlet Banner, under employment of the King Moreau. And he stands there with a black powder rifle in his hand with a large bayonet on the end of it. And he's standing behind the eldest son of the Montsoza family. And he has the barrel of the gun pressed against the back of the eldest son's head. And he just speaks, "You are all gathered here today to see the execution of the Montsoza family line for aiding and abetting numerous pirate rebellions." What's Noose doing?
I'm just gonna cast Zone of Truth
Where?
on that motherfucker.
On Sir Tywir.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a saving throw for that?
Yes, there is.
Oh, thank fuck. What's the saving throw?
Charisma.
Okay. Fuck me. It's a big old natural 1. And he sort of like stumbles for a little bit and stops talking and sort of looks around. And he looks out into the crowd, and you see another individual sort of step forward. This figure is wearing Scarlet Banner uniform, but more robe-like. And you notice this is the figure that sort of casts the portal they all step through. He sort of steps forward and looks out into the crowd and goes, "Sir, there's manipulation going on in the crowd. What should I do?" And he sort of looks over. Oh, yep, Ash.
Ash is going to turn to the other ones and just be like, "If you can, get ready to go up there and cut their bounds, and I'll make a distraction."
Actually, I think I've got an idea.
I have a distraction.
Oh, I was just going to steal her powder bag and light it on fire.
And as this is happening, you see this, the mage-like guy step forward, and he looks around. He looks at Tightweir and just goes, touches him on the shoulder. And you see arcane energy sort of ebbing from his hand into Tightweir. And Tightweir seems to shake his head a little bit, trains the gun back on the elder brother's back of his head, and he goes, "Oh,
Everybody
sorry."
that was in that zone would have had to have make the save.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, the wizard succeeds. He got an 18.
Yeah, that succeeds.
So he puts his hand on Tightweir's shoulder, and magic ebbs out of it into Tightweir. Tightweir shakes his head a little bit and goes, "Oh, sorry, lost my train of thought."
All right, you all ready to go? If I get their attention.
You were all gathered here today,
Yes.
Yep.
as I was saying, to see the execution of the Montsoza family line, who have been known aiders and abettors of pirates. Their son, Gerhardt Montsoza, didn't die like everybody thought he did. In fact, I think he's out there somewhere. I don't know where, but once I murder these criminals, these scum, I'm going to hunt him down and flay him.
During this speech, I've already pulled out the bottle of gin, and ripped some fabric, and started shoving it in. I'm making a Molotov.
Cool. Give me a just give me a straight D20 check to see if you can do that successfully.
How does a 19 work for you?
You make a Molotov, and as he's still talking, he says, "And I will display his insides in the courtyard of this, and his flayed body in the courtyard of this home for the rest of time."
All right, Justin.
Yeah.
I would like to turn into the Commodore.
You turn into the Commodore. And everyone's everyone...
I duck down out of sight in the crowd, turn into the Commodore, and then I step into sight and just go, "Stop! That man is an imposter!"
I'm gonna sneak around to the gallows.
He aims he lifts the black powder rifle up at you. And says, "Stop, imposter!"
"I'm the imposter. You're the one masquerading as me and using it to attack the nobles that lead this entire land. Is the king? What does the king have to say about what you're doing?"
Moose will make sure to drop the zone of truth if he approaches the zone.
Okay. And
I stay where I am in the crowd, right?
Sneaking into the courtyard.
Eclipse, give me a stealth check.
Cool. Fuck. That's not good.
With advantage because of the distraction.
Oh, thank God. That's a 23.
You're good. You're still moving through the crowd slowly as you can. And Ash, as you turn into the Commodore, you see, you would know this, Eclipse would know this, you would know the father of the family, his name is Manfred Montsoza.
Mm-hmm.
And he sort of is looking around, and he's just shaking his head no.
Okay.
I'm going to move towards the vineyards while he's providing that distraction.
And he locks eyes with you, Ash, and that's when he starts shaking his head no a little bit more.
Okay. I turn to the rest of the Scarlet... Because you said there's a company of Scarlet Banner there, right?
Yeah, there's about 30 or so of them. And they're all aiming their guns at you right now.
I look to them and just go, "Men, this man is an imposter and he's making a mockery of our order. I demand you arrest him."
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
All right, I'm trained in that.
While all this is going on, Muse is going to make sure to invoke duplicity as well, but it's going to be the Noose duplicate, not the boy.
That is an unnatural 20.
Fantastic. They all aim their guns at him, and as they all aim at him, he panics, and he kicks a lever.
I'm throwing my rapier
Where?
at the lever to like try to lodge it.
Cool. Give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're throwing a rapier from quite a distance.
Yeah. Okay. I had emptied out, or I had filled my dice tray. I gotta empty it out again. Okay. Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
With disadvantage.
It's only a 10.
Because you're throwing a rapier.
Yeah.
Quite the distance, too.
Yeah.
How
It's the only
far-
thing I had. I didn't have any daggers.
How far away is the person
in my
that's
hand.
about to pull the lever?
From you,
Like
Mhm.
60 feet.
probably 40 or 50 feet away.
But I mean, did you guys? I might have said it too quiet, but did you guys? I like cast duplicity.
Mm-hmm.
I would have cast it closer to the action,
Okay.
and that if that puts me within 30, I'll leave it up to you.
I'll say you're within 30 feet then, yeah.
Noose will charm person on the guy that's about to pull the lever.
Well, he kicked it. He panicked.
He already touched
He
it.
panic
Okay.
kicked it, and
Okay,
Eclipse is
never
trying to throw the rapier to see if she can jam it. So yeah,
Terribly sorry.
with disadvantage, what'd you get?
10.
It hits the lever, twangs off the lever, and just spins into the crowd. And you watch as 5 of the Montsoza families drop through the gallows, but they don't die. They're like moving about, like shaking. And
I'm gonna
at this action,
I'm
all
not-
30 of the guys open fire at Tyweir Montague, who was supposed to be an antagonist for a couple arcs. Not a couple arcs, like an arc. They all open fire at him. He's peppered with bullets, and he just falls backwards dead. And this is when the mage standing there looks down at the body. Doesn't see anything happen, because if this was he knows, because he's a mage,
Mhm.
he looks up at you, Ash, raises a hand,
Power kill.
and throws a firebolt.
Okay. Well, I didn't say it was a magical imposter.
That's true, you didn't.
Could have been surgery or something.
But he throws a firebolt.
All right.
And that is a 15 to hit.
That misses.
So you sort of like duck as the firebolt soars over your head. And
As
yep.
as it soars over my head, I stand up and with a look of horror, I go, "My own mage was assisting the imposter. He's trying to silence me."
He panics, traces an arcane sigil in the air, and he pops out of it. He just pops away.
All right. I said, as he does, like, cut them down, idiots.
They race forward to start cutting them down. They cut down the family.
Yeah, they had at least 10 minutes before they choked to death, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Depending on how the ropes are tied.
I'd like to go over and help them
5 minutes.
cut down the family.
Yep. You're
And
helping.
like avert my gaze from any of the family members in case they may have seen me.
And also,
Do you see
before whoever,
what?
before the disguise gets suddenly, noticed, I'm gonna go with my backup plan, and just go ahead and do it now. I'm gonna light the vineyard on fire with the Molotov.
Okay.
It's another
It had-
distraction.
You light the vineyard on fire.
Well, it's a distraction, so now we can escape. Because
Give me-
they're gonna realize
don't
I was the new guy.
We
Give
don't
me
need
a-
to escape.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. He already said he's throwing it. Give me a
Big boy.
Already said he's throwing it. Give me a dexterity check.
I'm a Commodore of the Scarlet Banner now.
Dexterity check. You're throwing it.
Okay. That's a 5.
It doesn't go far enough. And it lands in the crowd. And the crowd starts like engulfing in flames. They're like, ah! And like civilians are burning to death.
Fireball.
So the mage.
Well,
Did anyone see where the fire came from?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
And the Scarlet Banner all aim their weapons at Mordecai, and they're like, "He just killed unarmed civilians!"
Dude!
Arrest him.
And they watch all 20 move forward to Mordecai, get him in shackles, and start carting him off to Dawnbreak Cove's prison.
Unharmed. I want to
Mordecai
question him personally.
Dude!
I thought it was a magical disguise. I thought it was about to turn off at any point, and I was worried.
So yeah, you watch as the Scarlet Banner open fire and kill the Commodore.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead. You watch as his mage teleports away, like, fuck this place.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as the Scarlet Banner cart off Mordecai as he burns about 20 people alive in the crowd.
With a single firebolt?
Well, Molotov. Molotovs are alcohol and fire, so it's like...
Gotcha.
So people engulf.
Yeah, I thought it was a firebolt.
And the remaining Scarlet Banner, start, scooping water out of the fountain, pouring it on the fire.
Muse is going to use his duplicate to go and spare the dying on anybody that it would work on. They're all
I'll say you save, 2 commoners out of the 20.
good.
All right, I'm gonna leave my trident over by where real Noose is, in the general vicinity of him. Then I'm just gonna straight backed and looking like I own the place, just march up to the Scarlet Banner, and I'm just gonna start giving orders to the for things they're basically already doing, but grab, get water, get into a line, stand there, go over there, make sure they're okay.
As this is happening, you're commanding them. You watch as Manfred Montsoza walks up to you, Ash,
mm-hmm.
and wraps his arms around you.
Sir?
And says, "Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much."
You're very welcome, sir.
I don't know how I'd repay you. You saved my family.
Why don't we... I've been away for some time.
I know.
Why don't we all get inside and recover and then talk about what happened?
He gestures at... Well, no, Mordecai's not there anymore. He gestures at Noose and Eclipse, and he's like, I think I'd like them to wait outside if that's okay. I'd like this to be a private conversation.
Which one does he point to? The goblin noose or the gnome noose?
He points to the gnome because he's the only thing he can see is the gnome.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I'd like to talk in private if that's all right.
I think so. Yes.
He's like, all right. I have to go make sure my family's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saving us.
Of course.
And yes, I don't want that shark anywhere on my property.
That is completely understandable, sir. We'll make sure that is taken care of.
He killed some of our servants.
Yes, we'll get to the bottom of that. I will question him personally.
All right. And he gathers up the rest of the family and moves inside. And one of the Scarlet Banner walks up to you, Ash, and says, Sir,
yes?
Do you still want to claim the Montsoza family home as our headquarters?
Claim the...
Well, yes, don't you remember? You wanted us to execute the family so we could claim claim their home as the headquarters, and so we could, the king could have full power over Dawnbreak Cove. Don't you remember the king giving you those orders, sir?
Simpleton. All of those decisions were the imposter.
But I was there when the king told him to do it, sir. Don't you remember?
Yes.
It's been a long day, sir, I know.
Yes, and I'm also aware that you're sometimes
a simpleton, I know.
Sometimes your superiors have plans and orders that are very complex. So...
And he just says, all right, well, I'll go make sure the shark doesn't eat anyone and kill any more innocents.
You do that, yes.
And he runs off to go follow the rest of the Scarlet Banner.
All of you await further orders.
All right, so Mordecai, yeah, you're getting just trudged along the city streets by 30 Scarlet Banner soldiers. One of them takes your bowler hat, looks at it, and goes, Why are you wearing this? It's a piece of fucking shit. And he sort of like takes off his tricorn hat and puts the bowler hat on top and goes, oh, I think it suits me much better.
Well, fine, but give me the tricorn hat then.
No, it's for the Scarlet Banner.
Well, that hat's for sharks.
No, I don't think it is.
My turtle.
I don't care. I don't care.
Understand. It's
I
extremely
don't.
cursed.
I don't care.
Well, you're gonna die in 3 days.
I'd like to see a try. We have a special prison for people like you.
Natural 20 on a persuasion check that hat's going to make him die in 3 days.
He doesn't believe you because he's surrounded by a lot of people that make him feel more comforted and not
Natural
scared.
20.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't ask for a roll.
There's 30 people around him. There's no way you're gonna intimidate him.
Well, fine. I'm memorizing that face.
Go for it. And yeah, you get led into. They lead you to the prison. It's a massive, like 6-story prison. It's a huge like tower of black obsidian and steel, and they drag you down into the lowest dungeon, and they just toss you in one of the cells, and they walk out. They close the door, and you're now in pitch black. And all you can hear are like the chirping of rats running around. As this is happening, what's Eclipse doing?
I'm looking. It didn't
She's
execute me
cutting
outside.
down the rest of the family.
They've all been cut down, and they
Okay.
all went inside.
She's going to just kind of hide her face from anyone around, and she's just going to stick very close to Ash.
All right, Noose, what are you doing?
News is making sure to stay within 30 feet of them and not losing sight of them.
Okay.
But he's going to pretend that he's not a part of their
Cool.
cohort until they enter some type of establishment.
All right. Oh fuck!
Hmm.
I just remembered something.
Hmm.
You hear one of the Scarlet Banner run up to you, Ash, and says, "Sir, we're gonna go deal with the ship that crashed into the docks. We'll be right back." And they run off to the ship, where Ilyasine is still asleep in the captain's quarters.
She's still would she sleep through the ship crashing into the docks?
I rolled a perception check for her. I'll roll them again. She got a 2. She is still asleep.
How? It's like an earthquake.
So yeah, they're going to the ship to deal with that. Ash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna say before he runs off, I'm gonna say wait.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Are you aware that a ship crashing into a docks could be some sort of attack? Don't go for the ship. Anyone on the ship has probably left it by now. Scour the docks district and search for potential pirates.
Sounds
The
good,
ship-
sir. We'll
the ship
do
is
it.
the last place they would be.
We'll use the wanted posters and the documents you drafted up from the night before, and he runs off.
Oh no.
Should I go check on her?
Be very, very stealthy, and
I'll do
yes.
I'll do it.
Or yes, you. Oh yeah, actually yes. You go.
I don't match any of the description.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't.
just
Yeah, he's
don't live out.
a pudgy gnome boy right now.
Yeah.
No, but if you get
Okay.
spotted, you look like those descriptions.
Fine.
All
Where
right.
should I go then if I don't want to get spotted? No, actually, I know this. I know just the place.
All right. I'm going to go talk to this family, find out what happened. I'll meet you. Where
All
should
right.
we meet?
What was the name of the tavern I worked at for 5 years?
It's a good idea because I forgot too.
Yeah.
I'll let you make it up.
All right. The singing pig.
Cool. The Singing Pig. Part of your backstory, I'll let you name it. The Singing Pig.
Great.
Yep. So Ash, she runs off to the Singing Pig.
I know it. I'll meet you there.
Great.
And what is Ash doing?
I guess I'm gonna go follow the Montsoza family towards their estate so we can talk about what the hell has been going on.
All right. Since you used to work here, you know the grounds very well. You meet them in the lounge area,
Mm-hmm.
where multiple plush velvet couches are, a fireplace is roaring, and there's wine laid out, Montsoza's finest.
Mm-hmm.
And sitting on the couch by himself is Manfred, and he's pouring a glass to himself, and he sees you enter, and he goes, "Ah, Commodore, it's good to see you. And he pours you a glass as well and hands it to you.
It's good to see you as well.
And then he looks around to make sure that none of the rest of the family are around. And he goes, I have to apologize. And you see tears start to form in his eyes a little bit. He's like, I have to apologize. I never meant for you to inherit my gifts.
I'm sorry.
He sets the glass down and goes in for a big hug.
I just kind of, arms out, like, a little surprised, and then just will slowly pat.
And he says, you don't have to hide who you are around me, Gerhardt. And you watch as he steps back, and he changes his appearance as well. And he takes on the appearance of just a random human from town, and then back into the figure that you would know so well, back into Manfred.
I will change into my... I'll change into my familiar form.
Mm-hmm.
I'll change into Dustin.
Shit, the changeling.
So you're changing into Dustin.
Which is what I all normally look like as far as the crew
And as you
goes.
change into Dustin, he goes, I'm so sorry how we treated you.
You knew.
I didn't want your mother and your siblings to find out. I was ashamed of passing on my curse to you.
You could have at least told me. I was living on the streets.
I know, and I'll never forgive myself.
You knew the whole time.
He nods solemnly. I have to ask you a question, though.
What is it?
Have you been able to turn back into your true self?
My true self? The face
The face you were born with.
I tried. I'm gonna step back, and I'll give myself lots of floor space in case I fall down.
Okay.
And I will show him what happens when I try to turn into what I used to look like.
Okay. What does that look like?
And as I do, all of my flesh becomes blackened and burned, and just starts seeping, just pus and blood, as my just head to toe covered in burns. Probably just immediately drop to the ground in pain as like blackened flesh is like flaking off of me. And after like a couple seconds, I'll turn back.
As he sees this, he sort of walks down and kneels down and helps you up. And goes, what happened that day? The day he died. What happened?
It was the day before I was going to leave on my trip. We were going up to the tree, the ash tree, where we used to train. It was raining, but I wanted to go up there one more time just to see the site where the two of us used to train. He didn't want to go, but I wanted to give him a gift. And we took shelter under the tree, and the next thing I knew, I could only see white. And next thing I knew, I woke up in the morning, and he was gone. And I looked like him.
I see. All right. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He seems distraught over his actions and what he's done. How he lied. How he too is exactly what you are, and he passed it on to you. And he says, do you think you could ever find it in yourself somewhere to forgive me?
All I'll say is that if I knew what I knew now, earlier today, I still would have done what I did.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, unfortunately, I think we both should get incredibly drunk. Or, at least, have a couple drinks for the courage. The old family courage. And, go tell your mother the truth. And probably your siblings as well. They've been distraught since you left.
Probably. And I'd also like to know why the king is ordering you all executed and trying to seize our lands.
Personally, I don't know about that either. It came to us surprises us during the night. Well, not during the night, but the last couple of days have been a whirlwind. They tried killing your brother. They said he was a conspirator with someone called Roman Isaac. Said he was one of his top lieutenants. I don't know if that's true or not, but they wanted to execute him for it.
I think it's about time we all had a family meeting and talked through all of this.
Sounds like a good idea. Ash, or whatever name you go by now. What do you want me to call you?
Call me the name you always called me, Father.
All right, Gerhard. I think it's time we go tell your mother everything. And pray she doesn't die of a heart attack.
Well, she survived the hanging already. She's a strong woman.
That's quite true. She survived a lot since you disappeared. Well, he downs the rest of his wine in one gulp and says, if you ever need help with your, he does like a quote, curse, let me know, and I think one day we can get you back to looking like yourself.
I think I'd like that.
He reaches in for a hug.
I'm gonna take a half step back and just say, let's go tell Mom first.
He nods solemnly. The two of you walk off to go talk to the rest of your family, and that's where we'll end the session for the week.
Oh.
Well, this is my entire backstory right there.
Family drama.
So you think?
Drama.
Oh, it's true. There's still like one or two missing pieces.
Muse definitely had some idea that you were a higher class.
So yeah, Eclipse at Ash is a lot of fun stuff with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our backstories are more intertwined than I originally thought.
I realized that as you were telling us about, like, after session 0, I would like message Justin, was just like, wait a minute, we would like totally know each other.
Yeah.
She would not know that.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
You definitely knew him before he was Ash.
Oh shit! We'll find out.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, at
Me
first,
and Gerhardt were pretty close back in the day.
I honestly thought that like Sam was like actually a caster all along, like just had a level or something.
Yeah, I took one level in Wizard.
Just to, I mean, yeah, because then you could do the what's it called?
Disguise self.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I can't believe the main antagonist for this arc I had planned is dead.
And also, like, my family's alive, and I'm apparently a Commodore.
So it's a good thing.
It couldn't have gone better.
It's a
for
good
us.
thing someone intervened, because there was like he was like a second away from pulling the trigger and blowing away one of the family as like a example to set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, that was one of the reasons that I decided just to go ahead and try catching fire to the fields, because I was worried that somebody else was involved and that everybody was going to die anyway. So I was like, okay, I got to do something because nobody else is doing anything other than Sam. So I was like, okay, I'll just set fire to the vineyard, and they're just going to panic. What I didn't expect was 20 civilians dead.
So
this just turned into like a political intrigue story while I try to
It has.
manage a Commodore.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hooks that got nailed tonight that I'm so excited to go deeper into.
Also, like, I can just be a noble, which is gonna, like, give us some definite advantages.
How sad!
Yeah.
I mean, it would have took so much of a different story if the family got killed. Oh,
Oh, I would have been so pissed.
Anyways,
Let's hope nobody hits you with Moonlight Beam or Moonbeam.
Yeah.
so since you guys hit the plot hook that I need you guys to hit tonight, everyone's gonna level up to level 4. So you
Guess
can
who's taking firearm special.
so you can roll your hit dice.
Also, earlier, you guys, it was like Garrett actually gave away entirely. Garrett's actually technically known this entire time what Ash was, because it was like in the Discord chat, he was like, said something about like, yeah, you're playing the Changeling, right? And I'm like, what?
I mean, it also says it
On D&D Beyond.
It says also on the overlay too.
Yeah.
Like right, what here? See here.
It's meta knowledge.
Yeah,
it's hard to read. It's a little small, and I don't know if anyone actually is like taking the time to read that.
Meta knowledge that no one thankfully
Meta-knowledge.
thankfully metagamed. Yeah.
Apparently, it just
Yeah, I ended
Yeah,
up
I avoid
without it
any
with
of that because I don't want to know. I want to like have all the surprises when it happens. That's why whenever that one person was like, "Oh yeah, we already have a cleric," and so I was just like, "Oh."
Well, I looked into it because he was talking about accents, and that was why it came up. And so I was just like, "Huh, what race is he?" Because I mean, that's how you do.
yeah.
Stuff.
But
Oh.
yeah. So Sam, I didn't see anything about like how the family looks.
Oh yeah, actually, I guess I didn't have like a physical description.
So
Yeah, it was fine.
is it cool if I just wing
Yeah,
it
go
kind of thing? Okay, cool.
And because life doesn't matter for me because I can't look like them.
For now.
Oh, true.
But yeah, so thanks to everybody who tuned in for that episode. It was a plot heavy episode. Not really.
That was
Plot and sailing.
And I got to do what my character was actually made for.
And the main antagonist for this arc got killed, so I have to make up a new one. But his wizard teleported away, so that's going to be a good antagonist to throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
and
he becomes the antagonist.
well, yeah.
Muse is the only one with any type of magical stuff right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, well, any Eliasine, she's a warlock. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
everybody, 4th level. So roll your hit dice, and we can do that live on stream, so people can see what you get for new HP totals.
I rolled a 6
Sweet.
plus 2.
Nice.
Turn the 6 upside down to a 9.
I am also taking
Plus
the
3.
feat firearm special.
Also, for managing health on D&D Beyond, it's a little tricky.
Yeah, you
So-
have to go back to the beginning of the character.
You have to go back to the beginning and add it onto the total what you rolled to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing this entire day.
It's tricky to figure out.
I just like add it to my roll.
No, you have to so basically when you go to level up, I'll just go on Ash's sheet to sort of get an example.
I mean, you can also just do override.
You can't do override because it's not permanent.
Oh, really?
No.
That's-
It is not permanent. So if you go on your sheet and hit manage levels on the drop down arrow, because leveling up on D&D Beyond is tricky, but I figured it out. If you go to manage HP, you have to add on to your rolled HP. Override HP is not really a good way to do it. So just do your total and rolled HP. You have to keep adding on into rolled HP just to figure it out. Yeah, that's how you do it. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it automatically calculates your Constitution bonus, so don't worry about that.
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay.
So once you guys leveled up, you can take ability score increase or feat.
Ability score increase.
News, just so you guys know, mechanically. Well, yeah, he's gonna do it. He's going to take the healer feat.
Cool.
I can finally start using my unsettling visage reaction too.
Because, one of the reasons I'm definitely switching or grabbing that healer feat is because I don't know how long the power of Piption is going to stick with him.
So yeah, once everyone's leveled up and good to go, that's the end of the session. So thank you guys. We didn't have a lot of people in the audience tonight. I wonder if that might have been kind of my internet dipping, and because of stream stuff, we usually have 15 or so people watching. Tonight we only had 2.
March is also a very busy month.
That's true.
Because there's a ton of cons going on.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Mid-semesters for
all of those people that
students.
watching the VOD are gonna get a fun episode.
punch in the face.
Yeah, fun
Yeah.
episode full of a lot of stuff at the end there.
So yeah, introduced some other antagonists. One who got blown away. The other one who is quite dangerous. The wizard, very dangerous.
That's what happens when you touch my family.
The king, possibly. And another name drop for Roman Izik and the Acacia Grove, who are more intertwined than people thought. We'll dip into we'll dip into the other backstories very soon. And like I said, I may have introduced their arc stuff somewhat early, 6 episodes in, but it's nowhere near being completed. I expect these arc stuff and backstory stuff to go on for the entire campaign, so let everybody know. So without further ado, just letting everybody know, we do have a Patreon that'll be in the VOD description. Please donate to that. It helps us keep this going and helps me get a better PC so the internet doesn't keep dipping on my PC, because streaming's tough on this old piece of crap. Also, you can donate via Twitch anyway. And other than that, you can join our Discord where you can talk with these people about their amazing characters and the insane characters and me bringing back Baxter.
That would
And
be-
apparently there's a robot Gundar now.
It is a mechanical construct Gundar made by the Gnome Artificer.
That is my purpose.
Gundar 9000.
You
And-
suplex things.
Spoilers, for those of you who watch The City
my
Below,
God.
not really spoilers. So this
Oh,
campaign takes place quite a long time after the Pandemonium one-shot in our first campaign.
Hmm.
So people that are dead in that pitch, there will be people in that portrait that are dead right now. So the rat,
Koana's still kicking.
Doran Ariel, is dead because the rat folk don't live long. Ulasil, probably dead at this point, but his son is still out there on the pirate continent roaming around. It's a very long time.
Well-
Gundar,
Wait, didn't Ulsa come back younger than his son though?
he
He did.
did, but it was
Yeah.
it was still a big
Back.
it was still a big time jump though, because Baxter, when Baxter came out of the time jump, he was 30 years old and now he's 150.
Oh, he's actually 150.
Yeah, but he doesn't look 150. He looks like he's 60. But he's
Oh,
150. He's 150 years old now.
Okay, but he's
Very big time jump in between campaigns.
okay.
Gundar probably
Don't Rangers get some sort of immortality?
no,
Druids
Okay.
and monks.
and lizard folk I don't think have long lifespans anyway.
Yeah.
Gundar probably still might be kicking.
How many years did you say it was?
Well, it'd be 90 years.
Yeah. Gundar's like, well, he was like in his 60s, so he's like only 150. Dwarves live to be like 400.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's like not even middle aged.
So Koana, so out of the original crew, Koana, Portobellum is alive somewhere. That's all I'll say. Because
new antagonist of that final boss.
I have some fun stuff planned for him that happened in this campaign based on what Muse said Portobellum does at the end of the last campaign.
Great.
So yeah, that was The City Below, episode 6. I already have an episode title that
It
ties
was
that.
the City Below.
City Below, thank you. This was Beneath the Tide, episode
There you
6. I already have an episode title. I think I'm going to go with The Ties That Bind, because it makes a lot of sense for what happened.
Mhm.
I guess we'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, just so everybody knows, we also run another game on the channel now at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is The House from Bent Hill that we run earlier today, that Garrett is also in. He's in the first group for that one. We killed somebody today, but they came back because resurrection stuff. Critical hit from a black pudding is very deadly.
So people can get off my case about it. I now have a +3 modifier, no longer just a +2 modifier in Dex.
Yeah.
Woo! And also, starting probably the first or second week of April, sometime in April, we'll be adding another game to the Wednesday slot at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Academy of Doors, that I believe both Garrett and Muse are in. And that is our Planescape-y game set in the city of Sigil. Well, Sigil,
Can't wait
City of
to
Doors.
reveal the character for that one.
And that's going to be fun. It's like Harry Potter meets Planescape. It's going to be interesting. And each character in that one is randomly sorted into a plane they have to protect. And everyone's got an awful planes they have to protect. So I'm excited. So yeah, we'll go through the cast. They can talk about stuff, throw out anything they want to throw out. Obviously, give me notes because I love hearing what you guys thought of the session at the end. And we'll go from there. So, Garrett.
That was freaking awesome. That was a lot of fun. I'm terribly worried for Noose.
You should be.
Especially since I rolled a 1 on my level up hit point. So.
Oh, you can re-roll that. You can re-roll that.
Okay.
If it's a 1, you can re-roll it. You can only re-roll it once, though, so if it's another 1, you got to stick with it.
6.
Yay!
A lot better.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Closing thoughts? Anything you want to talk about?
He has some not very good things planned for Ilyasine when he's alone with her. So that's not gonna be good.
Give her a head start. She missed an episode.
Yeah. Well, everything's going to depend on what happens at the start. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that was really cool. Like all of that whole scene where everybody was like trying to do stuff and like it like
If Eclipse fired off her gun, it would have went really bad.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Zone of Truth would do. So I'm glad
he
that
would
it
keep
bought us
talking through it.
I'm glad that it bought us time, though. You know, so
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that could have gone so bad, but that was amazing. That was so amazing. I've got like one of those highs. So just like
I feel it, yeah. Because someone's backstory almost took a real tragic turn tonight. So
I wonder who.
And poor Mordecai, though.
It was Mordecai.
Dragged off to prison, killed a bunch of innocent people.
I got you, buddy. I got the hookup. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry.
And his bowler hat got stolen for now.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's the real. That's actually
the real tragedy.
That's Mordecai's new first arc villain.
All right, Sam.
That face is memorized.
That was great. I mean, I was surprised so much of the backstory came out so quickly, but man, was it awesome that it did. And I learned some things. I did not know my dad was also a changeling. I was just like, I'm a changeling for some reason. Don't know why that is.
And that's why.
And then, yeah, apparently that's why, which is great.
Are your siblings changelings, though?
Who knows?
I don't know. That's what the family talk is going to reveal. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of just very interesting talking and I love these moments where you get to I think we're heading towards the beginning of next episode. We just get to go around and talk and just exposition. And
next week will be a very, very talking backstory, lore heavy episode. Not much combat next week.
I love that kind of stuff.
Depending what happens with Mordecai and him, what he wants to do in the prison.
Yeah. But I love the political intrigue stuff and things like that. I'm looking forward to trying to puzzle my way through being the Commodore and to seeing how long I can just do his job. That's gonna be fun. Sorry I broke the ship, everybody, but my family was getting hanged.
I mean, we'll just get them to pay for it. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, that's I think.
Or maybe they'll do something way nicer.
Yeah, I was like, if my family had died, that would have been real bad because I'm just trying to escape the island with no ship and steal a new one.
Maybe if we just stole a naval ship.
Yeah, so that was a decision that Ash made that was I did not necessarily get input on. Outside of this awesomeness, we'll be doing session 0 for my campaign, Soldiers of the Lich Queen, this weekend. We're not going to be recording it. It's just a session 0. It's us going to be meeting for the first time. And then we'll be figuring out our first date for our session 1, and I'll let everybody know when that is.
Yeah, also, I'm so excited for my character.
Yeah, just getting to play. Meaning I get to pull stuff like this on him now.
A really amazing, awful character concept that I'm excited to play with.
I'm excited. Also, I put a thing in the Discord that if anyone watching is in the Discord, you can check it out. It's basically after playing. You mentioned The Witcher. After playing the Witcher games, I really like that feeling of being an experienced monster hunter. That the reason you're good at hunting monsters is not because you're just good at swinging a sword, but it's because you know things about monsters and you can feel like a badass for being experienced. I really love that you can do that with like vampires and werewolves in D&D because there's so many like weird cool rules and mechanics associated with them, but like no other monsters. It's like if there's an Ankeg ravaging a city, it's just like, well, it's a big bug that has a lot of hit points and can bite things, and I think it does acid, but outside of that, there's nothing like, you can't like tell the villagers, like with a vampire, don't invite any strangers into your house.
Yeah.
So I put together a little project where I wanted to add in some like information and lore and behaviors and weaknesses and just more information on all the monsters in the monster manual, so that DMs could have that at their disposal, be like, oh, here are some things like you could get with a nature check, or preparations you could take, so that like taking time and preparing and researching a monster actually has benefit. So if you do participate in that, if you do add anything in there, there's just on the first page, I just have like a little credit section, just put in either like whatever you want to use as your contact, like as your name, like name, Discord handle, Twitter handle, whatever. So that way like you can be properly credited for your work.
Yay.
In case like if this thing gets huge and we wanted to, we could like put it on DM's Guild as a resource, and like everyone would get credit equally.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hop in on that.
Do it. I tried doing it. The reason this is on, I'm posting it for everybody, is because like I got into the bees, and I'm just like so much creativity fatigue, because there's just like it's
so
like it's not
so
a
much.
lot of work. It's not like a super lot of work. I just found myself starting to get repetitive, because trying to come up with so many different things for all of the different monsters was just.
Well, it'd also be nice to help promote my own writing, so definitely I'll help out.
Yeah, jump in on that.
All right. Anything else to talk about, Sam?
Nope. No, that's pretty much it for me.
Awesome. Muse.
Mordecai's in jail. I think we all saw it coming at some point. He seemed like the type of character who would end up there because he did something stupid to save somebody, or he did something stupid while drunk. I'm glad it was the first one, because that makes him look a little bit better. I don't really know what I'm going to do with him. That was a good session. It was the first session that I actually got to play Mordecai, because the first time I played him, didn't do much. Second time I played him in the last session, didn't do much. But this one, I actually got to get into his character, and I kind of have a set voice. It's not really anything major. It's better than what I originally did. It's better than what I tried doing
Tim
last
Curry.
time.
Tim Curry was so good, though.
Yeah, I tried doing it again in the last session. I just couldn't, but it was also probably because I was sick. So, I mean, waking up the next morning was not good. But I think I might try to harness Tim Curry again, give it one more try in the next one, especially since we're going to be in prison. I have zany moments.
Yeah, go for it. We're only going to be about 7 sessions in. Don't expect people to have their character voices nailed down entirely. I for sure suck at doing voices, so. Especially
since I've only played 2 sessions with him.
And it seems like the only accent I can do anyway is Irish, so.
Yeah, to give you credit, you did really good on voicing his dad. Again.
I guess when I'm Gerhard, I'll switch to Irish then to fit in with the rest of my family.
You don't have to. I mean, your mom can be Scottish, I guess.
Well, I figured I didn't want to mention it once you started. I was like, oh, I've actually been figuring that the Scottish accent is an affected accent that goes with the face, and is not necessarily what his family sounds like.
I mean, that's probably what happens, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say the family is Irish.
Okay, cool.
By the way, super cool. Anyway.
Anything else you want to say, Muse?
If anybody wants to check out my writing, they can check it out on Fur Affinity. If you're under the age of 18, don't. Ever. However, I am open to commissions. I do more creative projects, like what I'm going to try to help Sam with, definitely, because if you have an interesting character idea that you just can't quite flesh out on paper, I'm down to help out with that. I do writing for pay. It's how I keep my lights on and how I keep doing this. So if anybody wants to help me out with that, that'd be great. I do have a Coffee account. I can provide a link in the Discord and possibly the Twitch. Other than that, that's all I got.
All right. And Kate?
Nothing much. You can follow me on the social medias.
Okay.
Yeah. I will be busy, very busy in mid-April and mid-May for about 2 weeks each.
Okay.
So I may not be here for a few sessions in the future, but I will be here through March, luckily.
All
And
right.
hopefully most of April and most of May. But yeah.
All right. Any thoughts on the session? Anything you want to say before we get off into bedtime?
Really excited for just like calming down a little bit and just talking.
Getting to talk to actual people.
Yeah.
We've been. This is the first time we've actually ended a session where the place we're at still has sentient people on it.
Well, yeah.
And
Old,
just about-
Old Newport's good.
Oh, that's right. That's true. That's true.
Old Newport
Well,
still has people.
Baxter.
Baxter's there, technically. It's a demi-plane that he has in his shop.
Keep that tavern, or is someone else gonna take
So
it?
it's going to get claimed because of what happened, what went down on it. Yeah.
Oh no, they're gonna find my giant barrel of rum.
Probably if they scour the ship, yeah.
Make sure they don't confiscate that news. That'd be great. That's a lot of money down the drain.
or I'll confiscate it.
Ow! My back.
Yeah, or you can confiscate it. Whichever works.
Justin,
I'm taking Commodore's privilege. This is mine.
But yeah, anything you want to say, Kate?
no, I really enjoyed playing tonight. It was fun. See you next week.
Yeah. And I guess last but not least is me. I'm the Dungeon Master. I go by Justin, but I also go by JW Ross on my social medias and my writing because it sounds more professional to me. So you can follow me on Twitter at JWROSSS, and you can also follow the Mimics and Monstrosities Twitter at Mimics and Monstros, which you can also see in the stream overlay down below.
Woo.
Also, be sure to join our Discord, which is also in the URL down below. And give us bits and subscribe to us. We now get subscriptions on Twitch. We get some of those proceeds, so if you find yourself having a free Twitch Prime subscription, toss it our way. I'll be doing giveaways very soon, hopefully every week kind of thing. I'm still trying to get sponsors set up that can do giveaways for subscribers and for audience members. I want to start doing giveaways for people who've helped support us. Because that would mean a lot to me if we continue to have your support so we could continue to keep these shows going. What else? And because I'm trying to get out of my shithole job that doesn't pay me any money. Well, not a lot of money to live off of, so some extra income doing this would be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you to everybody who participated in the charity stream. We raised $600 on Saturday. That's more money than I thought we'd get, considering how small this channel is still. And also, we're sitting at 73 followers on Twitch.
Woo!
And we've only been streaming for almost 2 months, so it's pretty awesome.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's more followers than I have, so we're good.
Yeah, and a couple more announcements before we do dip. July 24th, the Wednesday, will be the week of our year anniversary doing Mimics and Monstrosities. So we started on YouTube. That's our week anniversary. So I think I'm going to do a little crazy one-shot for that. I don't know the context of what I'm going to do yet. I kind of joked around about having the people come in and try to kill giant Gundar. But I kind of want to... That seems to fit with what I want to do. And I'm going to allow donations during that stream where you can donate for the players to have critical successes or critical failures that are instantaneous on their next ability check and attack. I might even throw in a donations in there for wild magic surges while that fight's going on. So that could be fun to do. Yeah.
That's fun.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. And I'm thinking of also doing another charity stream at the end of the year to tie off the year. More details about that, obviously, closer to the end of the year in November. It's really all I
If we
can
do the donation thing, I'm definitely playing a Mystic. That way it can get even crazier if it goes towards the critical route.
I don't think I'm going to allow Mystics. Because we had a Mystic in House from Ben Hill, and I don't like some of the abilities they have in terms of stuff. Just don't like them. I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, thanks for watching this episode, and especially if you're watching on VOD, because the VOD stuff is nice too. But please be sure to catch us live on Twitch, because that helps us out way more than the VOD does on YouTube right now. We stream this every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And also shout out to Kayla at Veranox on Twitter for doing all the character portraits. As you guys can now see, we have character art of Ilyasine now, the Mind Flayer Warlock. Which you can see on the Twitch overlay. Hopefully next week I can start with the D&D Beyond extension because some reason it's not working properly and showing characters. So hopefully I can sort that out by next week. So without further ado, before I keep babbling about nonsense, we'll see you all next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So as always, we wave goodbye to the webcam every night. And only if we're playing in the game, not if we're the audience. So...
I did that during the
I know, that's why I said it. So, and charity VODs will be up in the next couple days. So yeah. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.
Hey.